Welcome to the Crashout.
All right, man. What's going on, everybody? We back with another episode, and I think we are on episode 8 or 9. Are we on 8? I'm not sure.
8.
It's 8. Okay, but hey, man, we back, man. Shit's about to get lit. You know, we got some interesting topics we want to talk with y'all about today. And, you know, and we also got a special guest. But before we get to that, my name is Nano Blaster. You know, people call me Nano. And I am glad to be here again. Another episode with the homies. It's about to be lit. Mr. Caleb.
Yo, what's good? It's Caleb Black Flash. You know, the self-proclaimed speedster, Speedstorm. You know, we out here. You know, it's good to be back for another episode. But, you know, yeah, the crazy thing about today's episode is, you know, I'm not the only speedster here, baby. We got Sonic in the building. So, Sonic, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir.
Hello, my name is Sonic Anarchy, and I am the #1 Woody in Speedstorm so far.
He ain't lying.
And,
Yes, sir.
but not just Woody, though, but also Buzz, Aladdin, etc. So, but Woody will always be my main. So, glad to be here with you guys.
Yeah, #1 Woody
Course,
in the
man.
building. I know Paulie
Yes,
ain't gonna
sir.
like hearing that, but hey, Sonic been doing this thing on that Woody.
You do, man. Sonic got a crazy Woody. Been racing it for a long time, so I know he speaks the truth, man. He speaks the truth. But last but definitely not least, we got Mr. One Wing Angel. Hopefully Sammy will be able to hop on a little bit later. He said he might, so we'll see. But you know, he's still on vacation, so he's probably still with the family. So, you know, we'll see. But we got Mr. One Wing Angel in the building, man. Introduce yourself.
Let's go, chat. You know, we got One Wing Angel in the building, y'all. This is actually my first live stream since last week because I was sick the whole weekend. But, you know, we be alive. We better than ever. We got Maui out here. So, you know, your boy, the new Maui main out here, about to be the #1 Maui in the building. You already know.
Hey, we're going to have to make us a #1 Maui song. You know what I mean?
Oh, you already know. The Poppy of Speedstorm. We're gonna be calling me the tribal chief in a minute here with the Maui main, but you know, we got a lot of things in store for you guys. And you know, without further ado, before we get everything going, let's go ahead and give you guys a nice little intro to Crashout.
Yes, sir.
It's the Crashout podcast. Buckle up, let's go. One Wing Angel, Nano, Sammy, Caleb in the flow. We're talking top 100 drama and the heat. From Disney Speedstorm to the latest game and beat. Crashout, spin out, bring the heat and the vibe. Controversy, competition, the reason we thrive. From the track to the trends, we're taking it all. With special guests in the mix, we're having a ball. Speedstorm's the heart, but we'll branch out wide. Video games, hot takes, and the culture collide. Got a list for your mind and debates that ignite. Tune in, strap in, it's a wild ride tonight. Rev it up, level up, it's time to engage. The Crashout crew's got the voice for the stage. From competitive tips to the latest trends, we're crashing out big, this ride never ends. Crash out, spin out, bring the heat and the vibe. Controversy, competition, the reason we thrive. From the track to the trends, we're taking it all. With special guests in the mix, we're having a ball. So hit that play button, we're revved and set. The Crashout podcast, the best one yet.
Alrighty, y'all. All right. Let's go over here. Hello. Testing. I don't hear nobody.
My bad, bro.
Can you hear me?
My
Okay.
shit was muted, bro.
Yo, I was like, yo, did I just lose connection, bro?
I was like, yo, what's good? But yeah, my shit was muted, my bad. Nah, man, but can never get tired of hearing the intro, man. It's a flyer intro indeed. But yeah, man, I mean, today we got some interesting stuff to talk about, and I believe the first thing you want to get to is what y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about these divisions, man? The divisions.
Yeah, let's get to the divisions first. So, you know, we just got done with so, you know, there was the team divisions. Now we're in the season of solo tournaments, and we just got done with the second solo tournament in divisions, and you know, it actually had, you know, some of the Crashout podcast members, you know, going up against each other. So Nano, I guess, you know, this was your first solo tournament in divisions. You know, talk about your experience.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. My experience was pretty lit, man. It was pretty lit. I had a lot of fun. Kind of like Caleb said, I wasn't able to. This is my first one in a long time, so I was actually well, I guess in terms of like divisions, it's my first one. Well, obviously, I participated in one Angels Family Cup the week prior, but due to certain circumstances, we weren't able to do that again on this past Saturday. But I definitely did enter the divisions solos, and it was a hell of an experience, man. It was a hell of an experience. You know, competition is rough. It's strong. You know, you got the best players in the game in the solo tournament. So, you know, I was definitely looking forward to it, man. I was looking forward to it, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't get to make it to the finals, but I was one spot off, man. I was one spot off, man.
Yeah, I know.
It was lit.
Me and you were in the same group. There were 4 groups in the division solo tournaments, and me and Nano ended up getting in Group C. And in Group C, I think it was me, Nano, Valix, Falcon, who were kind of like. And if I'm missing somebody else, you know, I apologize. But like, it was us 4 who were kind of like going back and forth a lot in Group C.
Yeah.
And
yeah, there was some other. There was. I forgot who else was in our group, but I definitely know. Yeah, us 4 were in there.
Yeah, and you know, me and Nano were battling Falcon, and you know, Falcon kind of got a little bit of a lead, and it came down to me and Nano having to battle it out, and you know, it was kind of scary, but I think I ended up, you know, just getting like 1 or 2 more points. The Randall pick was not it, but you know, it's all good.
It wasn't, man. I was fucking worried about them damn boats, but honestly, yeah, Randall. He's just not good on those maps. I know what happened with me is I was trying to bank on getting my unique early and being able to get a early lead within vulnerability and getting my charge. But unfortunately for me, I didn't get my unique. I didn't get one unique until like my 4th or 5th item box. So I was basically screwed. So
yeah,
you know.
So
and it's it's funny. I actually had Figment on that map, but I did like a last second change.
I saw that. I was watching your VOD, dude. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Figment definitely would have. At least I would have been able to keep up with Figment because he got the speed and the boost. But yeah, man, the Randall pick let me down. But honestly, I don't regret anything. It's all a learning experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like for me, I did make it out of the Group C. But one thing about the solo tournament, I feel like I really do good in the group stage, and I make the final. But in the finals, I kind of struggle a little bit. I don't know if I'm getting targeted or if I'm just making some bad picks, or I don't know what's going on. But you know, it's a little bit of a struggle. But you know,
Do you feel like there's a
hopefully,
specific reason for that, or just the competition is very stiff?
I just get sabotaged a lot, and I think you have good picks. I think my picks be on point when it comes to 6 races, but then when you have to spread it out for 10, I think I mess up sometimes. Like sometimes, like let's say it's the best pick is Ariel on Jungle Ruins. You know, I'm trying to like see if maybe Figment can work, or maybe this character Will Turner maybe, and then all the
Trying to save
Ariels
them
get
picks.
first. Yeah, I'll be trying to save the picks, and sometimes it doesn't work in your favor because if you save a pick, but you get too low of a ranking, then that can affect your overall total. So I might just have to if the best character is a meta character for a certain track, then just have to battle it out. So, but no, I'm gonna get it together. But two, I am happy I made 2 finals. But I guess Angel, you can put the final score on the screen. I think I posted a screenshot in our Crashout DM. But Sonic, I believe you've competed in the last 2 solos, right? Or was it just one of them for the division?
Yeah, actually, it was the first 2 solos, actually.
Yeah, so Sonic actually in divisions hasn't made the finals yet. He's kind of gotten bad luck in the group stage. So just talk about your experience in like a division solo tournament or
Gotta be honest, those were rough. I wasn't focused, and I keep constantly making mistakes one after the other. Like, to be honest, I should have practiced on those tracks when I had the chance, but I was busy with other stuff back then. So I didn't have the time to, practice and then get fully prepared for when the solo tournament begins. So yeah, I did really rough, especially on week 2. That was terrible for me.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, even though you might have not had, did the best, did the best Sonic, in my opinion, I still feel like your name is one of the names that make this tournament hard. So, sometimes when we enter, sometimes it's just not gonna go the way we want it to, and sometimes that happens multiple times. But I always think, there's I feel like everybody has like a little bounce back moment, or moments when they really shine and you can see what they're capable of, man. So
Yeah,
we gonna get to that soon.
And sometimes
yeah,
don't
man.
let that pressure get to you guys as well, because you can be the best player in the game or in the world, and you can still have bad days where you're not pulling out the best player type of like vibe and stuff like that, and you're not performing well. Like, you're not going to be able to perform 100% of the time at the best level and the highest level. Even the best players in any game have their bad days.
Indeed.
And Angel said that because he got smoked in the second solo tournament. He didn't even make the finals. No, I'm just playing. He was sick.
Oh yeah, I got smoked by the sickness. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, the sickness virus got his ass. So yeah, that's why Angel wasn't in the second final, because if he was healthy and he competed, he probably would have made it. But that's why you don't see him. But yeah, these are your I will say before we get to the final score, there was a group of death. There was a lot of good players in that group. I think it was Dino, Toxic, Cedric, Hot Pockets, some more people. I don't got the screenshot of that, or do I? But Cedric ended up out competing Toxic and Dino, which was wild. And then Dino and Toxic tied, so they had to get a 1v1 going, and Toxic ended up beating Dino in the 1v1 to make the final. So that was not an easy group to get out of. But the winners of Group A, the group of death, was Cedric and Toxic. So shout out to them for making it out.
Oh man, before we move on, I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Cedric, man, because ever since the Epic Cup, he's been cursed with being in a group of death. He's probably been in the group of death like the most out of any player in this game, and he has a decent percentage of making it out. So that I feel like that's definitely it really speaks highly of Cedric's skill, because in my opinion, I actually view Cedric's skill like very highly. And I do know that he said something about during like the first season of Divisions, he didn't feel like he played his best, and I know he was kind of down about that, but it looked like he said he's looking forward to season 2, man. Looking like he back in his stride. So somebody we definitely have to watch out for at all times, man. Cedric, in my opinion, is one of the best players in this game for a reason. And he showed it during this last tournament.
Yeah, and to bring up Cedric, it's an interesting point how the group stage versus the final, because Cedric won the hardest group in the group stage, but then in the finals, he ended up getting I think 6th place. So it just shows you like the finals are just so chaotic. Like sometimes, you could be the best player and outcompete the best players, and the finals is just, it don't go your way sometimes. But yeah, so shout out to Ced.
That RNG factor, bitch, bro. That shit's serious.
But yeah, I guess we can go over the points. So yeah, these are your standings for the grand final. The second, solo tournament, and Falcon wins again. As you can see, Falcon got 1st place with 59. Toxic actually redeemed himself because in the first solo tournament, he didn't even make it to, I think he was in a death group, but he didn't make it to the final. So Toxic was trying to come back and prove something. So he definitely showed that he deserves to be there. He got 2nd place. 3rd place, Ferrari. Ferrari made the final in the first solo tournament, but he got last place. So I feel like Ferrari is like, nah, I got to get my get back. So Ferrari ended up getting the bronze medal, 3rd place. And he showed that, that was just a bad week, but he had a great showing for the 2nd solo tournament. And then, Wolf got 4th place. He's been steady consistent, being in like the top 4 or 5 usually in these solo tournaments. But yeah, so shout out to Wolf. Then we have Tyap. Tyap also made it again. He got 46 points. He got 5th place. In 6th place, Cedric, as we were just talking about. In 7th, me. I made the finals again, but kind of on the lower end. But I'm making the finals at least. But I got to get higher one of these tournaments. And then last but not least, somebody who was under the radar, Ghost Viper. I don't know if a lot of people know Ghost Viper or knew he was really good, but Ghost Viper, I think he was in Tyap's group, and he did his thing. He was on point. He made the finals. He got 8th place. So
hold on, before we move on, a little caveat, and this isn't like undermining Ghost Viper because he actually did do really good in his group. But I believe Ghost Viper was in Group B, because that's the one that Type and Fluffy Sheep was in. And I want to give Fluffy her credit because Fluffy actually got 2nd place in that group and was supposed to move to the finals, but unfortunately, at least from what I heard, she didn't expect to make the finals, but she turned up and ended up making the finals. And because she didn't plan on making the finals, I think she had plans to do other stuff that day, so she just ended up alley-ooping Ghost Viper, which, Ghost Viper still had to do his thing because he had 3rd place. So I just wanted to put that out there because I wanted Fluffy to get her credit because, she actually was the one who got the 2nd place spot.
Okay.
Also, Prophet, Sammy's on vacation. He said he is planning on coming later on tonight, so hopefully your boy Sammy can come through, but he is enjoying his time on vacation right now, so that's why he's out here right now.
But yeah, that was
Nano, I'm also here. Remember, I got twice Group of Death in the old tournaments. Honestly, Maisie, I don't even remember who was in the, like every tournament, like Group of Death back then. But hey, man, if you was in there, they was serious, man. They was serious. But my bad, Caleb. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say but yeah, that's that was what's it called? The 2nd solo tournament results. You're looking forward to the 3rd one. There's gonna be 2 more before the team division starts. So, and there's actually a lot of new teams that are gonna be a part of this new season. So it's gonna be. I think there's end up gonna be 3 groups because there's more people competing, which I'm excited to see.
There is officially 3 division team groups locked in for this new season of divisions.
Yep. It really goes to show how much competitive Speedstorm is growing, man. It's actually surreal if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. But that the thing about this tournament, that wasn't the only tournament that we ended up having this weekend, or this past weekend. After the solo divisions, there actually was a Disney Princess tournament that was held by KH Fan. And it had a lot of the top players, in the solo divisions competing. And let's just say Sonic actually was competing, and he kind of went crazy. So Sonic kind of had a redemption moment, because he might have not did very well, or he didn't make it out the group stage in the solo tournament divisions, but he made up for it in this Princess tournament. So
Yes, sir,
how about
man.
let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.
For sure, man. Sonic, man. Since you the guest of honor, man, give us your thoughts. Start off with the group stage. Well, I guess before the group stage, what do you think about just the whole thing about the Disney Princess tournament that KH was holding?
Well, first off, like the idea of like the theme of the tournament. I mean, I understand he's a Disney Princess fan. I understand that. And well, overall, it was really, really good time to just chill around and hang out with like the homies and stuff. And overall, just a great tournament overall. But I believe around like the end part of the tournament, like the last race, I had like a massive headache on my head. Like I try to stay focused as long as I possibly could without, quickly backing off. So, oh man, I cannot forget that massive headache of mine. But it was worth it in the end. It was worth it.
It's crazy. It didn't seem like you was playing with a headache. Man, I would have known unless you said something. You was going crazy,
stressed
man.
out. Must have that adrenaline overload or something.
Exactly.
I guess to explain the tournament, so the Disney Princess tournament that KH Fan held was, it was 2 groups of 8, and the top 4 move on to the finals, and you could only choose Disney princesses. So far in the game, there are 9 Disney princesses, and we had to choose between the 9 princesses that we can only use them once. And then, I guess, for the 10th race, we could use another princess again. But
that was the whole concept.
Yeah, and it was random track. So, there wasn't no, I'm going to prepare and practice. No, you see how versatile you can do on your feet, So, it was interesting. Yeah, with like a different, when, people don't have a week to prepare for a track and got to get on your toes. Like Sonic was on point. Like he was very adjustable. But I think did you win your group? Who won the group?
Yes.
So not only he won his group, and then in my group, I think it was me, Nano.
Sonic was in our group.
Oh yeah, Sonic won our group. Was it Toxic?
It was not Falcon.
Was it Group B or Group A?
Pocket. We were in
Group B. Yeah,
we were the group.
Group B. Group B. Okay.
Sonic, Caleb, me. Caleb was actually supposed to be departed, but departed. Alley-ooped it to Caleb because I think he was busy or something. Falcon was in our group. Yeah, quote unquote. Falcon was in our group. Maisie, Pokey Vapor Wife, and the Hot Pockets. No, and Absent Culture. So our group was actually pretty stacked.
Yeah, and I was kind of behind, I think, and I had to come back, and I think Nano had to come back too. Me and Nano had a rough start, but we made it out. And I think in Group A it was Toxic, One Wing, KH Fan, and Makito, who made it out of the first group. Shenanigan just barely missed it. I think she got 5th place. Her and Makito were fighting for that final spot. But yeah, those are your 8 people who made it to the final. As you can see in the picture, it was One Wing, KH, Makito, Toxic, Nano, Caleb, Sonic, and Falcon. And after everything was said and done, man, Sonic was your winner. So You know, Sonic beat Toxic, he beat Falcon, he beat Caleb, he beat Nano, he beat One Wing Angel, he beat Makito, he beat KH, man. He beat all of these top players. So I think, you know, even though he didn't make the finals in the solo tournament, Sonic definitely proved why he's like one of the best players in the game. He was going crazy, you know.
Yes,
so,
sir, man.
like I said, any given day,
Yes, sir.
you know, we're gonna give Sonic his flowers. You know, I'm not gonna forget. Even in the World Cup, like I remember when we were going against your team, like you were definitely holding it down. So Sonic is definitely a top player for a reason. He's a strong player. #1 Woody. Won the first Disney Princess Tournament as a speedster. Yup. So,
Yes.
Hey, man. You know, and you know what's so crazy, man? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. That Disney Princess Tournament, you know, it might have not have been as big as like the Divisions tournament, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit was intense, bro. Because I remember in the finals, that shit was like mad close. Like there was so many positions being swapped at all times, and people were, you know, right behind each other in terms of points all the way up until the end. And man, it was, I'm not gonna lie, bro, it was exhilarating to say the least.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
man. I remember at one point, first place was tied between Sonic, Toxic, and me. At one point, we were all tied. Like it was crazy.
It was, man. It was, and shit. Even one time, one time, Sonic had the most points, and me and Toxic was tied for second and stuff. So, and Angel was right behind us, and Falcon too. Like literally and then Caleb was right there and stuff, and then KH. Like it was really. We was fighting, man. We was scrapping for them points, man.
I had 1 point at one point. I was coming back from behind from the Shadow Realm, dude. Like I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm actually proud I was able to come back and you know at least tie Nano because
for sure, man.
I think also like let's point this out. Like, and this whole 10 races, I believe almost everybody had a first place victory in these 10 races.
Yeah, that's how crazy it was, bro. That's how crazy it was. Like I think I don't remember. I think everybody got at least one first place. Either that or like almost everybody. But
I think it was
not easy.
I think it was almost everybody because I think I don't remember if KH Van got a first place in one of the tracks, so maybe I might be wrong, but I gotta rewatch that whole tournament again to double check. So,
hey KH, you're in the chat. Let us know if you did get a first place. I thought you did, but I'm not sure because I was thinking maybe you got one on Rapunzel, but I'm not sure.
Yep.
But
so
yeah, man, it was crazy. Man, it was crazy.
It was. So I'm actually excited for week 3 because you know Sonic's on fire. But I think honestly because this was very interesting because Falcon's been on a win streak when it comes to these solo tournaments. So Sonic actually ended his win streak with this Princess tournament. So this might be a freaking foreshadowing for week 3. Like there might be a new winner. Maybe it's Falcon again. Maybe somebody else. Gets the W. So I'm actually very excited for this next solo tournament, and I'm just glad there are just a lot more solo tournaments because this is something that me and I feel like other people in the community probably wanted. Is some more like solo competitions. Like we're getting plenty of those right now, so it's good to see. Good, I'm liking the competition, even though I didn't win. At the end of the day, like bro, these races have been very fun. The competition's been good, so
yes, exactly.
Definitely.
Like the important thing is to just have fun. Like don't take it too seriously,
Pretty much, fun is the #1 goal.
And if anybody don't know the lore and these names that you guys see in this final 8, besides Makito, this was technically Team USA versus Team North America in the World Cup, literally.
Exactly.
It was, man. Always, and I know when you have these names in the lobby, it's about to get sweaty, or as Cage says, sweaty. It was a sauna up in there, man. Yeah, man. But you know, it's good. Okay. So Kay said I got second place one time exactly. Okay. So yeah, almost everybody got first, but shout outs to KH, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man, KH, he definitely stepping his shit up, man. He said he trying to
Cage is
show up and
like,
show out, man.
I'm moving up everybody's list. I can hang with the big dogs. I am a big dog. It ain't I can hang. I am a big dog. So he definitely showed everybody,
Yes, sir, man.
what he's
Yes,
capable
sir.
of, man. Cage this thing.
Pretty much. Shout out to the homie KH, and you know, if he hopefully he ends up having another one of these, because it was definitely fun, and you know, who knows, we might even have more people, man. So you know, that is the solo tournament, and or that is KH's tournament. So I don't know if there's anything else you guys wanted to say about it before we move on.
The fact that on like the last race, when everybody was going batshit crazy, Caleb was complaining that one of his game was lagging, and that I left my ass off. Like I just tried to stay focused and all that. It was crazy.
I don't even think it was lagging. K8 sent me to the Shadow Realm, man. I don't know if like I have the VOD on my freaking Twitch, so I don't know if Angel's gonna put it on screen, but yeah, I think I got side bashed, and K8's like, bro, that messed my race all the way up, bro. So.
Not to mention, I also messed up Nano too on the ramp with the red shell.
He did.
Hey, he was looking out, help a brother out too.
He put Caleb back in the game. Man, cause I was like in first or second place too. I was smoothing, bro. But hey, man, I can't. Like I said, that same night, I can't blame Sonic because he was on a mission, man. And he completed it. So you know, he was actually battling. It's funny because me and Caleb was battling. I was just battling just to make sure he didn't catch me, and he was trying to pass me. But we ended up being tied, which you know, it's actually not really a bad thing because Caleb is very skilled at the game, and I know Sonic and Toxic were battling each other because they were battling to win the whole thing. So, well, I guess those were like the top two, but I believe Angel and Falcon were close enough to win based on how good everyone did. So I think if like Toxic and Sonic got like 7th and 8th and Angel or Falcon got first, I think they could have won it. I think that's how close it was. But, you know, Sonic said, nah, man.
Well, speaking of the end of the Disney Princess Tournament, you know, there were some comments made, Nano. I think Falcon, you know, he came and congratulated us and said that, you know, he thinks, you know, I am the best player, you know, outside of Dino, you know, the stream sniper. So, you know, he said he thinks I'm better than you. So what do you think about that, Nano?
Okay, so I'm gonna say the same things that I said that same night. I said I have no problem with that statement because, like I just said, Caleb is a very talented racer, and you know he's one of the best racers in this game. So I have no problem with anybody having Caleb over me. I think the only thing that I would have said that I did I wouldn't say necessarily had a problem with, but based on the conversation that was going on, me and Caleb, we weren't, because I think to add context, during this whole Disney's Princess race or tournament, I believe almost everybody was in the voice chat, right? I don't think Falcon was in.
Yeah, it was a good amount of people. Falcon wasn't. I don't think Toxic.
Yes, some of them were.
Yeah, so I think after the race, Falcon hopped in, and then you know he said I'm not gonna, like, this is the first thing he said. He like, I'm not gonna lie, no offense, Nano, but I think Caleb is better than you. And he was saying how like I guess his team was talking about that before, like Dino joined or something like that, because they were trying to like rank us all. But like I said, I didn't have a problem with that. My only thing is we weren't like nobody was like talking about that. Like me and Caleb was really just having like a little competitive fun, and because we were like so close in points, so we were just really talking about what was happening in the race. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it was kind of an unnecessary statement, but it is what it is. I wasn't like mad or anything, and I wasn't upset about it.
Okay. Yeah, there was some more comments, Angel. He said, hold on. He said, what you mean Caleb #1? I got more points than Caleb in the tournament.
I was just, me talking shit because I always talk shit. But like, the way I took that as like, I took that as mad disrespectful. I know Nano didn't take that disrespectful, but like, I'm not talking about with me in my sense, but like the way he came at Nano like that out of nowhere. We were just like talking, not even in that subject, and you come out the woodworks, smirking and laughing and saying what you're saying. Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but it's how you say it and the tone of how you say it. And the tone that you were saying that was mad disrespectful. Like, there's certain ways you could communicate something without making it seem mad disrespectful. And that's all.
Yeah, it's I appreciate the acknowledgement. Here's the thing about our team. I think Angel thinks he's the best on the team. I think Nano thinks he's the best on the team. And I think I'm the best on the team. So we all think we're the best. But at the end of the day, I think like when it comes to who's the best, it's pretty close. Because like I said, like me and Angel, we tied in the solo tournament. Me and Nano, we tied in the Disney Princess Tournament. And then me and Nano, in our group stage, it came down to like a couple of points. So it's pretty even between all three of us. But
I think it's very close. I will admit, I'll definitely give the edge to Angel being the best out of all of us right now, based on the tournament points, and he's been doing really good. And I'll even give you the edge over me right now, Caleb, because even though we have been like tied and really close, if you end up beating me, you're usually like right above me. It's close, but you still edging me out. So I have no qualms with conceding it right now, but just means I gotta turn up in the tournaments. That's it. But like I said, y'all are my boys, so I have no problem with saying you guys are over me, because like I said, I think you guys are some of the best players in this game, and I also think I'm one of the best players in this game. So yeah, it's
you definitely are,
close.
dude. We ain't still forget. Like I think on the Team USA qualifier, Nano obviously probably would have won that one, but he disconnected, and I think I ended up winning. But if not for that disconnect, Nano would have won. So me and Nano, we've always been very close when it comes to the competitive side. So you're definitely, I see you as an equal and a rival. So no issues there.
For sure, respect.
No, same with me, because me and Caleb be having our little rivalries on rank. He'd be coming out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit. Like, there's a couple of names that come in ranked, and you can call me a well all I want, and I got maxed out crew, but there is names, regardless of my maxed out stats, that come into the rank. I'm like, oh shit, like this can go either way, and Caleb is definitely one of those names.
Yeah, man, Caleb be putting on, man.
I'll be trying. It's I'll be trying, but on my journey to try to be number one, I met a lot of good players around the way, and it turns out like the number one player this whole time is Falcon, and so Falcon he been on one, and
yes, sir.
What's very interesting is Falcon and Crusher actually had a little bit of a crash out today, man. Y'all want to talk about that? What do you see? What happened? Do we have a screenshot? Should we bring one up? Or should we just talk about it? What's going on?
Honestly, I don't have the screenshot. You never sent me one, so I don't.
Let me see if I can get one. Let's talk about this because there are some interesting things said about that whole situation.
Yeah, there actually is one thing that I do think is kind of important that we should talk about in terms of what was said between Falcon and Crusher. And it's I don't know. I guess before I say my take, I'd like to hear. Wait, Sonic, do you know what happened with that?
No, I haven't. What happened between Falcon and Crusher, though?
All right, we gonna talk about it.
All right, Angel, I got it in the chat.
Let me pull this up.
Yeah, cause I kind of think I know what Caleb and Angel's gonna say, so I'll let them go first, and I'll add on to it after. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I wasn't expecting to open the divisions chat, and that was the first thing I saw after the tournament happened. So
essentially, Falcon ended up winning his the second solo tournament, and during the tournament, I believe Crusher was in one of the Twitch chats, and he expressed his opinion that there is no new Maxi, and Maxi won every group and every final. No one can say the same anymore. And I think this might have been reference to Dino not making it out of the group stage. So Dino, a lot of people see Dino as the best player in the game, or Maxi 2.0. So the fact that Dino didn't make
AKA
it to
Maxi's burner.
Maxi's burner account.
It's a little joke. It's a little joke. We understand that Dino is not Maxi. He is Dino, but it's just a little joke.
So I.
Hello,
Khalid.
Oh no, he left.
This man Caleb got DC right. He was about to come in hot.
My boy, damn, bro.
Well, okay. Well, since Caleb got DC'd, I'm go ahead and I'll say what I say. Like, I mean.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Y'all back. My controller died. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Welcome back, man. We scared. You thought you got hit by a car or something.
Nigga died right in the middle of the explanation. Oh my God.
Yo, for real, all you heard was and that you caught. Like, oh snap!
He got me.
Thought it was the drones for a second. Bro. I was like, let me find out the drones got to Caleb. Damn.
Damn. But yeah, so this was Falcon's comment, man. So he's like, hey, Crusher, I genuinely wish someone would put duct tape on your mouth so I never had to hear you. Sure, Maxi did win every single tournament in group, and I'm sure he would definitely do really well even now. But you, out of all people, saying that is what I have a problem with. You have the fucking nerve to talk shit on Dino, who did better than you this tournament, and that would have kicked your ass in the last one. And actually, didn't he also beat your lobbies where you abuse meta? You are always put around top 30, and yet you almost fucking lost to a top player who isn't even considered top 150. Like, genuinely stop. You have to accept that there are new players now, and competition is now way bigger, and to accept that there are new top players. I don't want to see you ever again talking about someone else fumbled when you did worse. Woo.
Damn.
Spicy. Falcon was on one, man. He was on one. He was on Crusher's heels. Let's talk about it, man.
I think I can't speak for Falcon, but I think Falcon respects Dino as a player. And I don't think maybe he saw Crusher saying that he's not the next Maxi as disrespect, so he came to Dino's defense. But Dino don't want no drama. Dino, he doesn't like drama. So I don't even think Dino was asking for it. I think Falcon just, felt the need to maybe express some things that he didn't like about what Crusher said. But yeah, I guess my personal opinion is the him or some the Crusher's comment. To be fair, Falcon has won like 90% all of these tournaments, so you can't say that there is no new Maxi. And Falcon kind of has done what Maxi did, last year. And then two, this comparison to Maxi kind of got to stop, y'all. But like, it kind of got to stop. And I think, I don't know if anybody else is doing this, but I think Crusher tends to be the person that brings up Maxi and stuff. But I don't know. What do y'all think about this comment?
The way I view things, and I said this in the division Discord. I'm like, yo, like, why y'all comparing yourselves to one person when y'all want to be your own person? You know, when you want to be remembered for playing a game, you want to be remembered as because you were the next Maxi, or was it because you were Sonic, you were One Wing, you were Caleb? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be known as the next, Max, even though he was regarded as the number one player. But normally when number one players get replaced, they're not called the next former number one player. They're just that guy, that player. You know what I'm saying? Like, be your own person. Let stop, comparing, oh, I want to be the next Maxi. No, I want to be, the new number one player, but just me, not the next Maxi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I guess to Crusher's defense, though, he has a right to his opinion if he holds Maxi in high esteem. But also people have a right; they have an opinion. They can have an opinion on your opinion. But I don't think Crusher was like talking shit, though. I don't think he was talking shit. Maybe Falcon thought that way, but I can understand.
I think he was just trying to. I don't think, based on what I read, I don't think Crusher was trying to be malicious or anything like that. I think, and Crusher also said this too. He didn't really think what he said. Wait, does that screenshot have what? Okay, it does have what Crusher said, but yeah, I don't think Crusher even thought that would be like a really big issue, like what he said. Like, I guess Falcon just trying to come for his boy's honor, man. His future teammate in arms, bro. So.
Which, hey.
One thing also, I'm one of the hosts in this division Discord, and one thing I need to point out, because I've been noticing a lot of shit talking, like, y'all can talk shit, but you can communicate it in a way where it doesn't sound like you're trying to be an asshole. Like, I wish someone would duct tape, mouth on you, like duct tape your mouth type shit. Like guy, you could say your point, the whole paragraph, you could have put your point across without sounding like a fucking dickhead, bro.
Oh.
Like, and that's and not just Falcon, but there's tons of people that be doing that shit, bro. Like, we're supposed to be a community. We're supposed to bring positivity and shit like this. But when y'all talk to your own community members like this, like, what does that got to say about us as a whole community?
Like, I'm pretty sure Crusher didn't expect to read that first part. He was all like, wow, I didn't really know it was like that. I do want to say this, though, regarding the whole Crusher saying this stuff about Maxi. So I do agree with Caleb and Angel that everybody's going to be their own, the comparisons, so a lot of people might not take that very kindly, because at the end of the day we are all our own racers and whatnot, and I could respect that, man. I could respect that. I mean, we all know how strong Maxi was as a racer. We know what he did, and we'll never forget that. But now is new times, man. We got fresh blood in the Speedstorm streets. That being said, I do think Crusher, I can't really all the way go against Crusher, because Crusher kind of says something that I think made a lot of sense, and that was when he brought up the whole, when it comes to like sports, people always compare like GOATs from different eras like Michael Jordan and LeBron and Kobe and stuff like that. And, you know, I feel like that's human nature to do. Like, Speedstorm's not going to be any different. And, you know, when it comes to all competitive games, you're always going to talk about the past GOATs and the GOATs of this generation and everyone in the middle. So, you know, it's always going to be like, oh, like, even though this person retired, you know, I saw how great they were. So I want to compare them to the greatness that I'm witnessing today. And I think that's, you know, kind of what Crusher is doing when he said what he said. Like I said, I don't think it was malicious or anything. You know, I can understand how some people might not really look too fondly of it. I'm in the middle. I'm not gonna scoff at it, but you know, I can see why people say what they say. But you know, I feel like Crusher made a good point. And you know, I really had to like think about that, because at first I didn't like really pay that part any mind, but when I really thought about it, especially for me, because I love watching basketball, you know, no matter what people say, people are always going to compare the GOATs of every era and generation. That's just how life is. So you know, we could all have our opinions, but you know, I guess, you know, it's always gonna be people who's gonna bring up Maxey. Like, Maxey was the GOAT, and even though he's not playing, if we're whatever GOAT we have now or in the future, people are always gonna be in the back of our mind. Damn, I wonder how Maxey would be like if he would race against these guys now, or damn, this dude was like killing it, man. I wonder how he would do if he was in Maxey's lobby and stuff like that.
I think the issue is when people will be like, okay, Maxey came and won, but damn, he won and he didn't even have no practice, or he hasn't even been playing the game and he beat y'all. So I think that kind of like those type of comments rubs people the wrong way, because it's like, one, I feel like a lot of retired players, there's a lot of people who they might not play competitively or in ranked, but they play this game. And on top of that, like, a lot of these kart racers are muscle memory. Like, you can take time off, come back to the game, and still play at a high level, you know. Because, you know, I feel like sometimes those comments can be like, oh, you guys are like so bad that somebody can literally like not play the game for a year, come back and beat you. Like, yeah, I know that's not what he's saying, but it can come off bad when, you know, when you make those comments. So I can see why that could rub people the wrong way. And but yeah, honestly, it's just a different game. The stun meta is different. You're not stunned as long as you used to be. There's new characters, there's new maps, there's new strats. So, you know, I think Maxey, if he was in this tournament, would, you know, have a hard time, just like a lot of the other top players. So this is one of the things that, you know, I've tried to echo before, is that, like, yeah, there's just some new school. So yeah, that was, you know, I don't know if y'all in the competitive Discord, man, but that was some of the stuff going on. You know, we had to talk about it.
Yeah, man.
Sonic, what do you think about that whole ordeal? Sonic. We didn't really get your input.
Honestly, since I don't know this was actually happening while the week 2 tournament was happening, I have no words to say other than what the actual fuck. That's all I gotta say. So.
Yeah, and like, you know, I didn't, you know, I don't mean to come off I was like, you know, going crazy and shit like that, but like, you know, there's people that have been banned on this Discord for talking like this and degrading their fellow teammates or their fellow players out of the community. Like, let's not be another Bozzy or another Zuzu. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a point to come across, you could say it in a way that doesn't sound hurtful, or you're trying to bash somebody. You know, you can get your opinion across without, you know, making it come off that way. You know, that's all I'm trying to say, because we're trying to keep things positive and still in a competitive manner. You can still talk your shit, but you could talk your shit without sounding like, you know, you're being an asshole about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I see.
But yeah, I think a lot of the new players, they want to get recognition, they want to get credit, they want to get their flowers. They don't want to just keep getting compared to Maxi. Maxi did this, Maxi did that. Focus on who's doing stuff now. Falcon's on top. There's a lot of other players that are on top that are doing stuff, and at least they're playing the game. And man, and I'm not trying to diminish. I said this in the comment, but they did say, because one of the things where they say that Maxi's the best and always compare people to Maxi is that, like, whenever they did have the Epic Cups, he won every single one of them. But to be fair, there was like, at some points, because Maxi might have won a couple, when people were like getting tired of getting beat, they stopped competing. And I think they had a hard time getting like 12 players. And so, sometimes there might be in the cup 8 players, 12 players, and then Maxi would win. But it's like, to me, I don't think it's fair to say that somebody is the best player in the game forever because they beat 12 people. Like, there's a lot. We got a top 150 list, a top 100 list. I don't think it's fair to say that somebody is better than everybody in the game because they beat 12 top players. I don't think that's fair. So that's why. Yeah, just to address that narrative.
And just like, off of what you guys are saying, people are gonna compare, and when Crusher said his analogy with comparing legends, that will always happen. You know what I mean? So like, people will have their opinion of that. Like I said, people are entitled to their own opinion, and I don't know how Maxi would do in these tournaments because I haven't raced Maxi since the World Cup. But I know per personal experience, muscle memory is easy to come by, and if you're really good at racing games or, any type of game and you're a gamer, 2 or 3 races, you're right back into your groove again. And you already know what you're doing. And, the beauty of live service games is it is ever changing. So, I mean, there might be some text that you might not know, but you don't think you can pick up on it in 2.5 seconds when you see somebody else do it. Or, when he starts
a lot
racing.
of people pick up game from watching us, bro. I've seen some players that, like, I might have been way better than when they first started playing that can match me now because they picked up all the info, the techniques, and, they downloaded it into their gameplay, and now they can hang with the big dogs. So, yeah, like you said, like, all it takes is a few seconds, a few minutes to see some of the techniques, some of the routes, and then you can play at a high level, so...
Yeah, it just depends on what type of player you are and how fast you can pick things up. You know what I'm saying? And that separates pros from casuals. A lot of pro gamers can pick up a new game and kind of like get the grasp of it in a couple games and already starts, doing top level shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that happen many times.
I agree. But I guess to say my last thing on it, I'm kind of going off of what Caleb said. Now, I did notice that when Crusher was, all saying how or doing the whole Maxi comparison, he was saying how back then, Maxi won all his won all these tournaments and stuff, and he was maxing it up. Now, even though I do agree, Maxi was going wild back then. I ain't forget. I would like to say that the difference is now is even though Maxi was doing amazing back then with those solo tournaments, if I'm being completely fair, just based off of the division tournaments that has happened now, and granted, he still did good in the World Cup too. So I ain't like, I don't think it's like far off that Maxi wouldn't come back and be able to do it again. But if we're talking about strictly solos, now the solo tournaments are bigger though. They're bigger, and I feel like there's a wider variety of strong, talented players than they were in the lobbies back then. Because I remember signing up for those Epic Cup tournaments, and sometimes it'll be a struggle to get some people in there. So I think the degree of difficulty is at an all-time high than it was back then. So in my opinion, I feel like if you're doing good now, it looks better than if you were doing good back then. The only thing that we could say for Maxi is that he was winning all the time. So you can't really give him any real like blemish like that. But I do think the tournaments now are harder than back then. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I agree. This is the hardest tournament in Disney Speedstorm history. The most players, the most top players competing against each other. So this holds more weight. If this is a weighted scale, this holds a lot more weight. And also want to give credit to all of the people who play weaker classes in the World Cup, like Ferrari. Ferrari was always on brawler, so he wasn't getting the most points. But look who's consistently making it in the solo tournament final 8. We have Falcon, who he didn't get the most points. He was running brawler, but look who's consistently winning these tournaments. You know what I mean? And and not to toot my own horn, but I did speedsters and brawlers a lot, and I might not be having one in the tournament. I'm making the final. I am making the final. So it's just showing that Maxi. To give credit to Falcon, Maxi was on Trickster. One of the best classes. As you saw in the division finals, the Tricksters and Defenders have a huge lead on the Brawlers and Speedsters. So, if Falcon or Ferrari was on Trickster on their team, they probably would have scored just as many points. Just saying.
Bro, speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up, Caleb, because 2 things on that. I've heard somebody say that Maxi said that you don't want to see him on Brawlers because he's not going to perform.
That was silent. That was silent because I think Silent is good on Brawlers. And I think that he said Maxi's crazy, but he even Maxi said himself he ain't good on Brawlers. So
yeah, like it would be a struggle for him. So it's that that it definitely kind of gives people like Ferrari, people that are like only playing like brawlers or majority of brawlers, I feel like it gives them more points because like that's the hardest class. That shit ain't easy, man. That shit's not easy. And Falcon and Ferrari are always on brawlers. That's like the one class. Like if they're gonna be on a team, they're gonna be the brawlers. And I'm pretty sure there are other people that do that too. So even like Caleb, I know you say you was on brawlers on our team. Wolf was on brawlers for Brazilians a lot.
That's another good point.
You take them off of brawlers and you put them on another class, and they do insanely well. They do insanely well. So it's and I talked to Falcon, bro. I was like, yo, man, like I know you're like the brawler, but on your team, you should try playing other classes. You might excel, man. You never know. And I know he was saying stuff about how he feels like he's the best brawler, so it makes sense to put him on to make him run brawlers. And I think I guess if you're optimizing, then it does make sense. But I guess I was just telling that to him because I'd like to see Falcon play other classes for his team and see how he performs. Because you never know what could happen, man. Because at the end of the day, if we're really being honest, everybody on the Dons is talented, so I don't think they're going to just shit the bed being on brawlers, I think. So, I don't think there's nothing wrong if Falcon one day expand his horizons on his team, but at the end of the day, that's for them to decide, man. I was just putting it out there.
Good point there, though. So Wolf, Ferrari, Falcon, me, all brawlers, mains, kinda, and all making finals. So, just saying. But that's the drama. But we can talk about some positive things. One of the positive things, semi-positive, because it is a mid-season racer. But our homie Maui, One Wing Angel, has finally entered the game. So.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Yeah, man. Angel, you on the game, man.
I posted a little. Yeah, well, Angel is finally in the game. So
They pulled a
Angel,
Fortnite.
I posted a what do they call it? A unlisted video, but you can click on it. It's a 1-minute video of some Maui highlights. So let's just get into it, man. Let's show off Maui real quick and see what he's capable of. So if you can click that link and put it on the screen, make sure you put it on 1080p. No, not that. It's on the Crashout. No, it's on a Crashout DM on Discord. I posted a YouTube link.
Yeah, I just needed to do that.
Yeah, Yeah, you can. Ooh. Yeah, started from the beginning. Yeah, started from the beginning, man. All right, so here we got Maui.
Let's do this.
Got his intro. I don't know if you even got the sound on, but
Can I hear the sound?
I'm not sure. But yeah, if you can see from the video, he has his tap.
Yeah,
He kind of like Thor's hammer. He can like slam it down on people. He can lake jump with the charge.
Oh shit!
He can lake jump with his tap ability. Yeah. And then he can kind of hit people in a group and then get his unique back over and over again. This was today in Toxic's private lobby. A lot of top players, so I was using this as an opportunity to see what he could do. As you can see, he can like slam people out the way. His auto goes 130. So
would you say he's like a character you're gonna want to have if you're in comp Speedstorm?
yes, you were definitely gonna want this character in comp because you would definitely be able to get through the crowd. You have an auto, you have a slam that's kind of like a Ralph jump. Like, dude, he's a trickster. He has cloak. He has boost. He's definitely a go-to character. I would say probably low S tier, to be honest. I'd say he's low S tier.
Big
So
claims, man. Big claims.
Yeah.
We shall see.
so yeah, that's some Maui content, man. Some Maui content.
We shall
Jesus
You can
Christ.
replay it if you want to. You want to go over? I don't care. But
I mean,
yeah, what do y'all think
it's
of Maui,
fire.
man?
He is fire. I will say that. I mean, I play with him. I figure out some little mechanics and stuff like that. With his uncharged. His uncharged. You could treat it like a little mini buzz rocket because when you get that speed boost, when you're on the ground, you can bunny hop at least a good 3 times, and you'll be at like 160, 170 miles per hour with those bunny hops. So like just like that, what Caleb did, like if you were on the ground and then jump right here, boom, you would have been definitely doing some insane like buzz type mechanics. And then obviously the auto. So like he could be so versatile, and then he keeps getting his unique if you hit people with his hook. Like that is glitchy as hell. Like I agree. Like I played
Rapunzel 2.0.
this
Let's go.
guy today up to NPR 26, and I tell you, when I tell you I've lapped people because of this damn like little hook shit. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
Like this man is definitely gonna be a problem in the competitive scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't
Sonic,
wait.
what you got? Sonic, do you have any opinions on Maui?
Okay, first off, why the hell Maui wearing lipstick? That's so distracting. Second, his normal activation, my god, like he basically dethroned Woody and Rapunzel when it comes to like spamming the fuck out of that thing. Like, what the hell, bro?
Man, that thing got a radius on it, right?
Yeah, it got a huge rating. You ain't gotta aim that much. You just gotta be in the vicinity, and you can get it back. So.
But the fact that you can actually use that shit and do the lake skip at the same time, it's just
Yes.
batshit crazy, bro.
He can lake skip with both abilities. That's what's wild.
Wow.
Yes, I mean this man is definitely a problem, and they added the Poppy of Speedstorm. Speedstorm finally, and I will say, I know people have been asking me to do a Maui cosplay, right? I'm actually gonna be doing a sub goal on my channel. If y'all want me to do this Maui cosplay, there's gonna be a sub goal. If we reach it, your boy's gonna be doing a Maui cosplay.
All right, I'm on for that. The only thing Maui is lacking to look like One Wing Angel was the beard. Maui needs to grow a beard, and hey,
That's all right. I got the hair though. We got the hair though. We got the hair. I don't got the tattoos, but we got the hair.
we ain't trying to get cut up. Oh
Man, Maui definitely does. He definitely look like he gonna be a threat. Like I'm not like really playing that much this season, or I won't say this season, but at least this part. But I definitely did hop on the roll on Maui because I saw that trailer. I was like, hold on, man, is this somebody I might need like for cons? Yeah. I don't want to be at a disadvantage, man, because shit like that will definitely happen.
Yeah, and everybody named Mama talking about, man, why they got Maui first? Why ain't they got Moana? I'm actually happy Maui is here first, man. I'm happy. Shoot, let me hold it down a little. I like his ability though.
Yeah, I mean, if Maui's to go by anything, Moana might be just as glitchy when she comes out. That's all I'm saying. And just like Maui transforms into a bird, you know, like Moana can bring out her her wayfinder or whatever it's called, her little boat, and she can pull out an auto that's just as crazy, if not better than Maui's. I feel like Moana might be a fucking defender. Just the way her personality is in the movies, I think she might be a defender.
Don't do that, Angel, because we got too many defenders.
I know, but what she can't be a brawler. She's definitely no brawler personality.
Speedster. I need another speedster. Join the team.
Yeah,
make her a brawler. Because Minnie is a brawler. If Minnie's a brawler, anybody could be a brawler.
I still don't understand. I need a Game Loft employee to tell me their thought process of putting Minnie as a brawler. Like, I need to know. Where in Minnie is she a brawler?
Her being a brawler doesn't match with her ability. So she has a shield that she grants to other people, and then you're expecting her to be a brawler and benefit off of that? Like, nah, that don't make sense.
I think it
so
should
I'm supposed to shield you up and then hit you. Yeah, nah.
I feel like Daisy should have been the brawler, and Minnie should have been the trickster.
Yeah,
because Daisy's personality is more brawler-esque.
Yeah. Like, I gotta be honest, I have to agree with Caleb. I think we're going to need way more top speed speedsters because there's just way too many characters with low top speed, especially on speedsters class. Like, come on.
Yep.
That's true.
Like,
right.
Like, Dash is now a low top speedster. Like, that makes 0 sense. Like, he is fast in the movie, so why would have his top speed lower? Like, that makes 0 sense. He's a freaking speedster, for Christ's sake.
Y'all know what's so funny, man? The Inside Out characters, a lot of them are like on the slower side, but Anger is small in stature, but they made him a fast as hell character. So it's possible that they can make smaller characters have speed. So I don't know why they be playing games.
Or medium-sized characters like Belle, and they make her a lightweight. So yeah, they switch it up every now and then. But maybe Anger's dense. That's what it is. He's dense.
I mean, like I said, and I hope I'm wrong. Like, I'm not saying Moana should be a defender. I'm just Game Loft logic. That might be the thing, but I wouldn't mind her being like a speedster because you guys are right. We need more speedsters. And Maisie, I wasn't trying to ruin your main, but like, you know, you as a Daisy main, you should know Daisy fits a brawler personality more than a trickster personality, and then Minnie should have been the trickster. I mean,
that's true. But I am glad that Daisy's a trickster because I think that helps her out a lot.
Yeah, Daisy being a trickster is good. It makes her pretty good.
I mean, sure. I mean, put Moana
which is crazy because she gets disc
too.
though. She's the only trickster that gets disc. So maybe they were trying to make her a brawler. They just forgot.
Yeah, you know what? With Game Loft, you never know. You never know. You know, shit.
Exactly.
Put Moana as a speedster with the auto like that. I mean, you know, that's another great speedster for competitive though.
Yes, it is. Y'all think she's gonna be a midweight?
I think she's gonna be midweight.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a midweight.
Like they're using the Moana too, like Moana. They're not using Moana 1's Moana. It's Moana 2's. So she's a little older. You know, she's definitely, you can tell by the picture, like they're using like the older Moana.
Okay. I still gotta watch the second movie.
Real quick, let's talk about, you know, we will be doing a tier list on the podcast, but so far when it comes to the characters that have came out this season that are new, so that's Violet, Dash, Miss Incredible, and Maui. How do y'all, where would y'all place these characters on a tier list so far?
I would put Maui in S tier. That in my opinion. I say, sheesh, man. Miss Incredible, I would probably put like maybe like high B tier, and I think her unique is just like kind of finicky. You know, when she like throws her arms out, she can like push you to a wall, or you know, like it's so hard to control. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe when you master her, she could definitely be A tier. I think Dash is definitely A tier. I mean, with his ability, like he actually goes really fast. Like this shit is crazy.
Dang, you think he's A tier?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I could be biased, but every time I play Dash,
that's like saying he's like better than Stitch, Swan, Mowgli. Who else?
This guy. I will say this, Nano. I've played him a lot. I only got him like level 30 something. Like based off of my tier list, how it's based off of speed, and I had all the lightweights and C and below. Dash might be the one lightweight I could put in B tier, just because he's that good when it comes to like lightweights. Like his speed really makes up for it, and he has an ability that can kind of push him forward whenever somebody passes him, like Will Turner. It's crazy. Like
yeah, I would say I would say Dash, since he is a lightweight. I would say probably like B tier then, because lightweights do suffer against midweights and heavyweights. I gotta put that in the equation. I also put Violet probably in like a low B tier as well.
Yep.
Because Violet can have amazing ass boost management, because the more you use her unique, the longer it lasts.
Dude, no, she broke the code. She's a defender. She's a lightweight defender that gets like a boost in first place. We always talk about pull away potential. She doesn't need rush. She doesn't need boost because her ability gives her nitrous in first place.
Fear shit. Damn.
It's like fear, but you get nitrous, and that's just her charge. And so she can stay boosted up the whole race, no matter what position she's in. If you use her shield bubble, she can go up to 160 as a lightweight. Like we were doing like private lobbies. I think we were in Toxic's private lobbies, and I was running Violet, and I used my shield and I was bumping into people, and I was just taking off 160. You get in the Han speed and you're shielded up as Violet, but you get to maintain the handling.
Yeah. So if you're next to people with that bubble, you can really just ram people with that bubble. You will send them flying.
Yeah, you send them flying and you just take off. So yeah, Violet.
I know that's gonna be hard to deal with.
So far, when it comes to the Incredible characters, at least, Dash and Violet are at the top of the top, and Miss Incredible is mid, bro. Miss Incredible is mid as fuck, unfortunately, because...
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I mean, if we get better with her unique, Miss Incredible might be pretty viable, but until we know exactly the consistency of how her arms are going, like, I don't know. But I feel like you could really use those arms to an advantage if you know how to use them, because you can pull away from tight corners and just like kind of like boost yourself off of them. You know what I'm saying?
You can, but here's my problem with her. My problem is there's so many situations where like it's gonna be like hard to, if you use her unique, like her arms thing, because you're not gonna want to use the auto and like during a lot of the race. But if you use her unique, she's just gonna keep stretching her arms, and you gotta like anticipate it, so you're not gonna want to drift because you don't want to go in a corner and fuck yourself up. And I don't know, man, I feel like it's way too much maintenance, bro.
Mrs. Incredible's arms just sort of works whenever it feels like it, because it might take like a second delay before the next arm hits, and that fucked me over so much when I was playing as her, especially during rank. So Yeah, I have to agree with Caleb. Mrs. Incredible is kind of mid at best, so that's my opinion though.
She definitely won't get banned in divisions. Like her auto is slow, like her auto is slow, kind of like Prince Eric's auto. Like I don't know, or maybe it's Goofy speed. I don't know. But like Maui has 130. I don't know why they made her auto so slow. Her arms are finicky. Sometimes they grab the ground. Sometimes they don't. More often than not, they grab the wall and mess up your turn. It's almost to the point where you don't even want to use her ability sometimes. Maybe to stun people, I guess. But nah, it ain't it. And then we already talked about Maui S tier, so. So far they looking strong, and we still ain't got the freaking Mr. Incredible and Frozone, which we already know they gonna be from I think Toxic had a clip, and I have some clips too, where if you go against Frozone's AI, you can kind of see his abilities. But Frozone's looking like he's gonna be good. Another defender. I don't know. They just giving us more. They feeding us defenders. So we got Violet, a defender that gets boosted first. Frozone gets a speed boost with his ability, his ice ability, no matter what place he's in. So like. Yeah, Frozone's probably gonna be good.
I thought Frozone was gonna be a speedster, bro.
That's what I thought. It was missed opportunity. Like I don't know why they made him a fucking defender.
Yeah, bro. Frozone looks really good. I'll also say Mr. Incredible might be one of the better brawlers. From what I've seen in the AI, like Mr. Incredible might be a problem.
Yeah. So Mr. Incredible. Essentially, just to recap it, his tap is he summons. He doesn't summon. I keep saying summon. His tap he throws boulders on the track, and he gets a speed boost over it. So kind of like a Calhoun's Skybug pits. Mr. Incredible will get that, but instead of pits, it will be giant boulders on the track that he will get speed boost. And then his charge is he gets a shield, so he's invulnerable. And if anything touches him, he punches it or it launches himself forward if anybody stuns him. So that actually might be cracked. He's definitely gonna be a front runner as a brawler though. So.
And that's a good thing for the brawlers.
That is because brawlers need some people, man. Brawlers need more options because the strongest brawlers always get banned for good reason.
That is true.
Damn, but that means he'll get banned then because he'll probably be one of the better.
Hey, listen, you can't ban 100 brawlers, so at some point we gonna have to choose, just like we do the defenders. So we have to choose which one's for the best.
As we saw in the divisions final, we tried our best to ban them damn brawlers. I mean, not brawlers, but defenders, and there was still some defenders left over. So there's always gonna be some strong character that gets freaking through the cracks or whatever.
But that goes to tell you why, like, the defenders has way too many good characters. They need to spread out the good characters to the other classes to kind of even it out.
Yes, bro.
But I guess, to the next topic, I'm glad Maui is a part of the game, but the thing I don't like about him being a part of the game is, one, it's a mid-season racer, which means we got to pay moolah to get him to level 50. You got to pay moolah in order to get him unlocked in general, because you have to get the golden pass. Disney Speedstorm is getting worse in monetization. As y'all noticed in the daily specials, you can no longer get shards for characters for free or using your season coin. They're now charging you tokens.
Some fuckery.
You want an example, right? Here's a prime example, guys. I'm always level 45 with just a 1-star crew, and then the three stars on their rares. And I got them a level 45 with still 15 stars to go. I spent 20,000 tokens to get to this point. So if y'all want to know how much to get to this, that's 20,000 tokens worth right here. And that's with the tier
one wing. One wing, that hurts. That really hurts. 20,000. That's overkill.
Yeah. In currency, what is that? $200 worth of tokens?
Well, 13,500 is $100 alone. So then that plus, let's look at the shop. We'll tell you the math right now. So you're looking at 13,500. That's 100, and then you need, I said 20,000. So about 150 bucks.
Yeah, that's wild. So there's that, and there's 3 golden passes. Which, here's the thing, and I just want to reference this. I joined the game free to play, and I got 4 characters, all of the Aladdin characters, and all I had to do was spend $9 worth of tokens. Fast forward a year later, and now you got to spend $10 a month, $30 a season, when we were literally only paying $9 if you weren't using tokens. So it's definitely getting worse monetization wise, and that's how Disney Speedstorm, I think, is, you know, on a time on a lifeline or whatever. Like they only thing that, you know, if another kart racer comes out, Disney Speedstorm might be in trouble. And with that being said, I don't know if y'all saw the Game Awards, but there was a little teaser trailer of a new kart racer coming out. So Angel, I posted the link in the Crashout DM if you want to play that for the people.
Yes, exactly.
You want to play that for the people?
I'm hyped for that game too. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I might have to give this a shot, man. I might have to give this a shot.
Oh, ooh! I was looking at that. I'm like, oh, Gran Turismo 9, Gran Turismo 8. Oh shit! What car is that?
Yeah, like as soon as that car showed up on screen, I immediately recognized that shit. Like, oh my god, there's no way they're doing another
Sonic
one. Racing
Crossroads, the next big kart racer that's gonna come to this game. PS5, PS4, Xbox One series, dude. The moment that game comes out, like Disney Speedstorm might be in trouble, y'all. You know, I brought up the monetization because if that game is like, I don't know, $50 game, you buy it and there's no like microtransaction, or maybe it's free to play. I don't know, like, but has better monetization. But no, I don't think it would be free to play. Usually, you probably be like a $50
I
game.
doubt it.
That might take some players off of Speedstorm. Like, there's a lot of Speedstorm players that are already playing Marvel Rivals, which is an amazing game. But when it comes in the genre of like kart racers, right now the only kart racers that are like legitimate is Mario Kart 8, which is old as hell, and Disney Speedstorm. Like all the other ones are kind of shovelware a little bit, but the Sonic kart racers usually are like actually have some quality, you know, compared to other kart racers. And like if they have like some like Unreal Engine 5 graphics and they have like some like good track designs and good music, which you know they are, it's Sonic, like bruh.
So I got a question for you guys, because I personally have never played a Sonic kart racer.
Dude,
so like, what is your guys like out? I never got a chance to, so I never got a chance to play that kart racers. If you were to rank from the kart racers, where you rank Sonic as the kart racer? Because if that's the case, I might actually try it out.
It depends. The one you want to try out, the best, one of the best kart racers, period, in history is a Sonic kart racer, which is Sonic and Sega All Stars Transformed. That is probably one of the best kart racing games.
Yeah, it's literally called Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed. That's what it's really called.
Okay, my bad. So Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed. I know they had Sega characters, but that game was ahead of its time. It was doing something different. So it had a lot of different characters. It had like Crazy Taxi, Danica Patrick. It had people in real life. It had Samba the Amigo, Wreck-It Ralph. See, all of y'all want to be excited. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph was in Speedstorm. Wreck-It Ralph actually was in a kart racer game before Disney Speedstorm, and it was Sonic All Stars Transformed. And Wreck-It Ralph was one of a good character. He had like a wrecking ball on his car.
Wait,
it was crazy.
Had characters that weren't from the Sonic verse?
Yeah, Sega. Yeah. Anything Sega.
That's one of the main reasons.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. I thought that was purely Sonic characters.
No.
That is one of the main reasons why they removed like the Sega name off from the title. So it's not just Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. It's Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed. Literally anyone can be in that game, which is explain why we got like Danica Patrick, Ralph, Team Fortress. So
wait, so does Sega own the rights to Wreck-It Ralph?
No, what really happened is that like the Wreck-It Ralph movie was coming out like in November of 2012, and of course Sonic's gonna be in it, so they gotta find a way to like promote the movie. So they collaborated with Sega to add Wreck-It Ralph to the game to sort of promote the movie before it comes out in November, because the game came out in October. And well, the movie came out in November, so that was back in 2012. So that explains it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Shit, that's
Yeah,
probably why they
so-
showed the little shadow teaser at the Game Awards, especially with the Shadow coming out and Sonic 3
Shadow
the
movie.
So
Why
they-
you
Shadow's on
tomorrow?
fire.
yeah, man. Sega moving strategically, man. They got some up their sleeve with this game, man. So we
Yeah.
gotta
Dude,
see.
rip Nintendo. I'm telling you, Nintendo, your competitors are coming after your ass. So there's about to be a new Sonic kart racer. You know, they're coming out with what's it called? Video game movies. The Sonic 3 that's coming out. What's it called? Astro Bot just won Game of the Year, which we're gonna talk about later. That's another Mario rival. So Nintendo, like I'm just saying, your competition's catching up to you. Like, you know, as much as I like Mario Kart 8, we need a new motherfucking Mario Kart. But until Mario Kart 9 comes out, like if Sonic Crossworlds is fire, I'm gonna be on that heavy. Like, you know, I'm gonna be on that heavy.
And also, let's keep in mind, there are rumors that possibly in this new game, we might not see possibly see characters from not only the video games, but also from the movies as well as the IDW comics as well. So it's going to be like one big Sonic multiverse racing game, basically.
Oh,
That's a
dude, that's gonna be
rumor.
fire.
Oh, Sega
Okay.
opening
Yeah.
up the multiverses?
And-
Oh, snap.
Also, Angel, I want to preference this because since you didn't play the game, one of the things that made that unique versus just Sonic Racing or Sonic Team Racing, what made All Stars Transformed, the blueprint is in that game you could on land you do your normal kart racing, but then also if you go off a ramp you could fly, so your kart would turn into a plane, and not like a glider, a plane where you could actually control. And then if you jump into the water, your kart would transform into a boat. So it had like 3 different like mechanics in that game with 3 different terrains.
Shout outs to Diddy. It's like Diddy Kong Racing. Because Diddy
Exactly.
Kong Racing had the
Exactly.
same like mechanics. Okay.
So if they have that this
That
new
actually sounds
Crossroads,
fire.
it is. If they bring that back, oh Lord.
And even to this very day, like the All Stars Racing Transform online servers are still up, so people are still playing this game online. So
I gotta check out gameplay, bro. Cause I've never. One thing I will say, I never played any of the Sonic kart racer games. The only Sonic racing game I played was Sonic Riders, but I always hear great stuff about the Sonic kart racing game. So I might have to dip my toes in this new one coming out, man. Cause if it's heat like people are saying the other ones are, you know, I don't know, man. So, the Speedstorm, they better watch out, bro.
Yeah.
like
They playing now, bro. They playing now.
yeah, like I gotta be honest, out of the 3 Sonic car racing games they released so far, the original is still a classic. The second one is a masterpiece, while the third one was it was okay. But nothing can top All Stars Racing Transform.
Yep. I would
So-
say compared to the Mario Kart of its generation, Sonic Transform I like better. And I think I think it came out around, what was it? Mario Kart Wii maybe?
No, it came out around Mario Kart 7, basically.
Yeah.
That was back in 2012. So.
And then you look, 2012, and then Sonic All Stars Transform was so good, Mario Kart 8 actually took some of those mechanics. So the reason why, there's an anti-gravity mechanic in Mario Kart 8 where your kart transforms, because I think they were inspired by Sonic All Stars with the transformations. And then, Mario Kart did their version of it where, you're in the water and your kart transforms into a little boat mode, kind of whatever.
Yeah,
But it wasn't
yeah.
at the same extent. So just saying.
I mean, based on what you're saying, like, I mean, if Sega pulled out the blueprint on Sonic Racing All Stars Transform, if anything, they're probably gonna take what worked in that game and try to, improve on it with this one, as this one being, the next one. So I'm kind of curious. I gotta see more gameplay on it, because that was more like a teaser trailer. They didn't give us no gameplay yet, so
No game. That's the only thing. They got us on the freaking edge of our seat. We ain't got no gameplay yet, but I can't wait for that gameplay trailer.
Yeah, like they said that they're gonna reveal more information about the game in early next year. So we have to keep an eye on that. So.
Oh, so I actually think that might be a that might be a summer release title, maybe, or somewhere around that time.
2025,
Mhm.
baby. And you
My
know,
guess is that possibly around November because the second game came out around the same time as Wreck-It Ralph. First movie though in November, so I don't know, man. Maybe it'll release in summer or maybe in November because like summer and November are like some of like the best months for releasing games, especially around like some of the best times of the year. So
That's true.
Okay,
Holidays,
okay.
holidays.
I
Also,
will say-
yo, what's good, Micromass? I see you in the chat.
Yeah, what up, Micro Mass? I
What's
will
good,
say
Micro?
2025 is looking like the year of kart racers because not just Sonic is going to be released, but there's been rumors that with the Nintendo 2 Switch launch that is supposed to be rumored to come out in 2025 as early as March, that the launch title for the Switch 2 is going to be Mario Kart 9. And a lot of journalists are saying and insiders that this is the most expensive game Nintendo's ever made.
Hold on. Pull up that
wild,
link.
bro.
Pull up that link you talking about. Where you get this information from? Hold
where
on.
the hell did you get
You
that
saying Mario
information?
Kart? They coming out with the Nintendo Switch too, and Mario Kart 9.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
bro.
Let me find that source. But yeah, it's a source that has gotten a lot of Nintendo leaks, and they always come out right. Like it's a very high, like respected like source and insider that leaks this information. That he's always been right in the Reddit pages.
Damn.
Like he's guessed everything, and so far there's a lot of websites, there's a lot of manufacturing leaking out Nintendo Switch 2 stuff, because obviously if you're gonna make, you know, screen protectors and cases and stuff like that for the Switch 2, you need the dimensions of the Switch, you need all that information. So a lot of these Chinese manufacturers that are making these things are leaking out the information about the Switch. So like you take the rumors with a grain of salt, but when like manufacturers like that are posting leaks like that, 9 times out of 10 it's because they already got that information, because they're making stuff for that Switch 2 already.
So
Okay.
what we essentially are coming to terms with is there's gonna be 2 fire ass kart racers that are gonna come out within the next few months. We got Sonic Crossroads and we got Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart 10 if you consider Mario Kart Tour Mario Kart 9, because that was on the mobile. Which that was kind of like they pulled a Disney Speedstorm on Mario Kart Tour. Unfortunately, they were trying to charge out the wazoo. I think you had to pay $10 just to get 200 cc. I don't know what y'all doing. So, but Mario, go ahead, Sonic.
Or let's keep in mind, this is like the 13th Mario Kart title ever released, but we also got to count like the 3 arcade games that came out around the same time.
Oh, hey, which if you've been to Dave and Buster's and one of them arcades and played them arcade Mario Karts, those are actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like they made 3 of them. One in like mid 2000, the other one was in late 2000, and the third one came out in the middle of the 2010s. So yeah.
Okay. Nice. I know. Shit, I was heavy into Mario Kart. I own most of the Mario Karts, so I ain't gonna lie, man. Mario Kart 9 come out. It's looking kind of rough for Speedstorm, man.
Exactly.
I love Speedstorm, but when Mario Kart like Wii and 8 came out, I was on those shits like every day, bro. So I got it. It's a lot of. It's not even just those games like Sonic and Mario Kart. There's a lot of fire games coming out next year, and I don't got a lot of time in the day to be playing every single thing. So I'm gonna have to pick and choose, man. Pick and choose.
Yeah, that's why the Disney Speedstorm roadmap. We got Incredible Season, we have Tron, and we have Big Hero 6. I don't know what they can pull. After that, that's gonna get people off of Mario Kart and get people off of Sonic Crossroads to come back to Speedstorm. You know what I mean? Like this is Disney at its peak. So I'm gonna enjoy the next 3 seasons of Speedstorm. While I can, and then when the other 2 games come out, Speedstorm gonna have to be gonna be in 3rd place. I'm just gonna be honest.
I have to take a back seat.
I mean,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, backseat for sure.
like
Yeah, so
Like,
the Switch
I know.
2, the person that leaked out the Switch 2 is the one that leaked out that pointed that Mario Kart is going to be the launch title. So the same person that leaked out the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff, the same leaker that's saying that the launch title is going to be Mario Kart. And what goes with this is also there's a Switch accessory that's been leaked online. That's a launch accessory. And, you know, without reading all this, because I kind of like, you know, kind of skimmed that out. Basically, the accessory is a steering wheel. And you know how Nintendo is with their accessories. If they're releasing a steering wheel, is there a reason why they're releasing a steering wheel?
Hold on, we get into some Mario Kart sim racing. I'm gonna be on that thing like Lewis Hamilton. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
I wasn't really one for the wheel, but you know, that is telling if they do have a wheel coming out, it's looking more and more likely.
Wheel, y'all. A Joy-Con
more and more
wheel.
likely than Mario Kart 9. And I ain't gonna lie, we've been playing Mario Kart 8 for like 25 years now. Can we?
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
it's about that time. And with all the time they took and all the bro, they have got to learn. Like, they have got to have gotten so much information from Mario Kart 8 and being out for so long. Like, I really can't wait to see what they're gonna do, man. Because when Mario Kart is fire, man, it's one of the best kart racing games out there. Like, I know people might say, you know, it's like casual and stuff, but Mario Kart is always a fun game, no matter what, to me.
Yep, and Disney Speedstorm could take some notes from Mario Kart, especially when it comes to private lobbies. In Mario Kart, you can do private lobbies, you can set the items, you can put no items, you can do only blue shells, you can do teams. Like,
it's actually gonna have a player base.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
so,
and you know, this person's probably not gonna leak any more stuff out though, because Nintendo is on their ass. Because he managed to get his hands on the final release of the Switch 2. So he actually has a Switch 2 in his possession. And he said, ask me anything and the proof will be posted on Christmas Day. But as soon as he said that, you know, he said, I can't share evidence because it could reveal their identity. So they're not going to really leak any more info out. But if they don't want to leak their identity, that means they are in like obviously in Nintendo, like, you know what I mean? So they don't want to get
that's because
fired.
Nintendo don't play. When Nintendo will send them ninjas after your ass.
Yeah,
them Nintendo ninjas.
Yeah, they don't play when it comes to leaks. They don't play.
He said, not me, man, not me.
Coming in like the Akatsuki on your ass if you play some kind of emulator. Like, you can't play with Nintendo's IPs. They crash out. Nintendo crashes out over their IPs. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a little minute since we got a direct, right?
Oh yeah. So basically the time frame for because they had an investors call and they said that they already are in plans on releasing the Switch 2. They already told their investors, and they said that they're going to make an announcement in the fiscal year of 2025, which is anytime between January to April of 2025 is when they're going to announce the Switch 2, with the release being a couple months after, you know, they announce it. So Switch 2 might be like a fall like release, you know, with the holidays. It's probably like the smartest way to, you know, release a console. So we're gonna look at a Mario Kart 9 launch at like sometime in November. So we still got a ways away, but you know, just know Switch 2 is coming out in 2025. Mario Kart is a potential launch title, as well as if any Final Fantasy fans, or the remake of Final Fantasy 9 is also rumored to be a launch title of the Switch 2.
Ooh.
Damn, man.
Ooh.
Well, Nintendo's going all out for the launch of the Switch 2. That's all I'm saying.
It's okay.
Hey, I don't blame them.
I want to pose you guys a question. Do y'all think any of these kart racers are going to take anything from Disney Speedstorm and apply it to their games?
Okay, well, are you talking about gameplay wise?
Like, an example, in Sonic Team Racing, Sonic is always in the cart, but in Disney Speedstorm, Dash jumps out the cart and starts running on the track. Do you think in Sonic Crossroads or Mario Kart, they might take a note out of Disney Speedstorm and have the characters get on the track? Or what y'all think?
It's possible. I mean, in Sonic Riders, everybody can run on the track.
Can you
once you run out of gas.
Getting Sonic out the fucking car and he going super fast running in the track? Like,
Yep.
guys, let's let's remember that in the original Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racings, when Sonic gets his All-Star move, he literally transforms into Super Sonic and jumps off the car and starts boosting away.
Oh yeah, he does turn to Supersonic. Okay, so I guess he wasn't running, but he was gliding.
Oh, I mean, dude, you gave me Supersonic like a ulti, like oh my god, I'm sold. Supersonic is one of my favorite Sonic characters, as well as like Shadow. So seeing Shadow as a teaser, oh my god, you mentioned Super Shadow ults or Chaos Control like ulti. Oh shit,
Yo, that'd be fire.
Yeah, man.
To give Disney Speedstorm, because we can't just be shitting on Disney Speedstorm on everything. To give Disney Speedstorm credit, some of the things it does well is the character unique abilities. That's something Mario Kart needs to take a freaking, page from, because I don't know why they got rid of that in Double Dash, but if every character had like a unique ability like Speedstorm, that'd actually be really dope.
So question for you guys. Do you think games like the new Sonic Kart Racer, and obviously Mario Kart 9 going to be in the picture because that's been in the works for years already, but like, do you think Speedstorm has like, a reasoning as to why more kart racers are coming out now?
You mean it's Speedstorm the reason why more kart races are coming out?
Or like, like the companies are making kart racers now or bringing back, their former kart racing titles? Because when's the last time that Sonic kart racer has been released?
Sonic Team Racing.
I mean, Team Sonic Racing came out in 2018, so.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't necessarily say that, only because, at least for Mario Kart's sake, it's about damn time we get a new Mario Kart, and I think I feel like Speedstorm has nothing to do with that, because I mean, Mario Kart been coming out before Speedstorm, and if what you said is true, Angel, about how this is the most expensive game that they made, I'm pretty sure they've been working on Mario Kart even before Speedstorm.
Oh yeah, that's why I said but like not including Mario Kart, because we know Mario Kart has been in the works.
You said
for,
not including.
Yeah, not including Mario Kart.
Well, let's keep it a buck. While they're developing Mario Kart 9, while they're developing Sonic Crossroads, let's not act like they're not looking at Speedstorm and be like, ooh, I like that idea. Let's implement that in our game.
It's a possibility. I mean, I do think characters in Mario Kart with uniques will be extra fire, because in Double Dash, that shit was heat. It added a lot of personality and individuality to the characters. It made every character unique.
Yo, that is a fact. And Double Dash is regarded as probably the best Mario Kart out of the whole series.
It was my very first Mario Kart I ever played, and it was batshit fun. I love it so much.
It was, man. Double Dash is regarded as the best for all good reasons. Double Dash is like the melee of Smash Bros, bro.
Exactly.
It's the blueprint. It was the best Mario Kart of all time.
That shit was fire.
I mean, even look at Mario Kart 8. They literally the majority of the tracks they have in that game are from Mario Kart Double Dash, and they just remastered it. So, but the Double Dash mechanic with two racers on one kart and being able to switch back and forth and use both of their abilities is just fire. Like, imagine if you were to make that in the Speedstorm equivalent. Imagine you have Maui and you have Moana, and you can switch characters, and they're both on the same card, and you get to use both of their abilities. Like, that's what it'll be like. Or Dash and Violet together on one card, and you get to use Dash's and Violet's ability. Like, that's what Double Dash was.
And I don't know.
Who knows? It might bring that shit back for the new one. You never know.
I don't know if it's going to be called Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart X, but the article that I read, it states Mario Kart X. And the headline says Mario Kart X is coming. Reports claim it is Nintendo's most expensive game.
Yeah, because like I said, Mario Kart Tour is Mario Kart 9, which Mario Kart Tour was supposed to blow up, but Nintendo got too greedy, which that's why I said Mario Kart Tour was basically Nintendo's version of Speedstorm. So they charge you for every racer, every cosmetic, for speed. So I just hope Mario Kart 9 is a $60 game on the Switch, that there's no microtransactions. You know what I mean?
I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, I love the Mario Kart franchise. I
But
love the Crash Team Racing franchise, and I want to try the Sonic franchise. So I might actually, get my hands on the new Sonic Kart Racing as well.
You
mostly
will.
transformed. You know, yeah. Oh, yeah, the new one. Yeah, the new one.
The new one.
Yeah.
I'm saying if a company is making a game that's their most expensive game to date, that's already putting mad hype on the game, because if we're putting mad money into the development of this game, it better fucking knock my socks off. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I will say it's kind of crazy. We're getting to a return of fun games. How gaming used to be. Like, we're getting a bunch of kart racers now. We're getting platformers again. Platformers are out here getting nominated in Game of the Year. Like,
Yes, sir.
Are you saying
gaming is start?
We might get a Crash Team Racing again? Another one?
That would be amazing, but that might not be for a while.
Yeah, sorry to break it to you, One Wing, but the developers responsible for like Crash Team Racing went out of business as soon as Microsoft purchased Activision Blizzard, who owned the rights to Crash and Spyro. So, yeah, sorry.
I mean, the developers might went out of business, but now that Microsoft owns it, you never know what Microsoft has up their sleeve. They can just give it to another developer to make.
Yeah, but this is Microsoft we're talking about. They're focusing on like sales rather than focus on.
They did shut down Scalebound. I remember
exactly. Yes. So Microsoft doesn't have like the best track record when it comes to like keeping studios intact, and when they're bought up by another studio, that's when like closing their door businesses and causing like projects that are already in the works get canceled or get scrapped entirely and move on to something else. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we got Sammy in the building.
I'm
I think
just saying,
Sammy just joined the call.
Don't knock out Microsoft too fast, because Microsoft is also a very smart company. They might be focused. Actually, I don't even think they're focused on game sales. They're focused on Game Pass, and to put more titles on Game Pass. That's their main focus. That's their money maker. And if they think a Crash Team Racing will be a great title to put on the Game Pass, they will for sure make another one.
That's the crazy thing about where gaming is right now, is everything is a live service now. So like the Game Pass is a live service, and I think Disney Speedstorm is seeing all of these services and thinking like, yo, let's make our game a freaking service where everybody got paid, $10 a month.
They're fucking. Unfortunately, they're going the gacha route, which is some of the worst fucking live service, bro.
Yeah,
because like
this is true.
It makes a lot of money, but I feel like the way Speedstorm abuses it is like very toxic, bro. Like when you play Speedstorm, you feel like you're in a toxic or abusive relationship, bro, because the game is fire, but you got to go through so many heaps and hurdles just to play the game, and it's not new player. Yeah, it's not new player friendly. It almost seems like every season, Gameloft is actively like trying to like do its player base dirty with the changes, like the daily shop. Like Caleb said earlier, how the heck do we go from we're saying, yo, we have maxed out characters in our daily shop, and they're like, oh, we're gonna fix it. They've been saying this for like 4 or 5 seasons now. They finally do the shit, but characters cost tokens. So it's like, we might as well should have just kept the fucking maxed out racers or some shit, because who the fuck wants to spend fucking 300 tokens on one character shard? Like, you gotta be out your fucking mind.
That's $3 to $4 worth of real in life money on one shard.
Wait, hold on. So wait, you guys are saying your daily shop, it has no duplicates, but now instead of season coins, you have to pay with tokens?
Yes.
Well, okay. It's for characters. So Angel, remember when you didn't have characters, and there would always be character shards available for characters you don't have yet, but they cost tokens? It's like that for every character now. If you get a character shard, it's gonna cost tokens.
Oh, okay. See, okay. I was thinking my shop is always just season coin stuff. But then again, I just remember I usually have the characters unlocked. So
I posted a picture in the Crashout DM. You can put that on screen and it shows it.
That shit is mad disrespectful, bro. Like, what's even the point, bro?
I do want to piggyback off of what Angel was talking about before I got in here. With the Microsoft situation and the Crash Team Racing, I think with it dropping into Game Pass, they're going to look at the numbers because that's what they've been doing since games have been dropping into Game Pass like Call of Duty. And I think based on the numbers, because Game Pass is the type of service that can revive old games. And I think Game Pass is the type of service that with Crash Team Racing dropping into the game, it'll boost the player pool like how it did the trilogy for Crash. And I think based on the numbers they get back, they might say, hey, we need another Crash Team Racing.
And this time release
could be
on
another
different
thing.
platforms so we can play on PC.
Yeah, as y'all can see on screen right now, it is 300 tokens to get one shard in the daily specials. So yeah, that's
that is crazy. Like I like my store never has anything with tokens. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But just what Sammy was saying, another kart racer that could kill Disney Speedstorm or just racing game is F-Zero, and it just came out with F-Zero 99. I think they did that to test people's interest in that game, and they got like a lot of people on it. So Nintendo could come out with a Mario Kart 9 or 10 and a F-Zero game if they really wanted to. So
if they come out with F-Zero,
if they come out F-Zero,
bro.
Speedstorm, I'm gonna be. Well, I mean, Speedstorm is really gonna be the freaking side chick, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
hell yeah, man! And you know it's gonna have multiplayer functionality if they're going off of 99, bro. Like,
yeah,
man, can you imagine? Because F-Zero, anybody who knows F-Zero GX, bro, knows that game has 30 racers, bro. Can you imagine? What kind of races they gonna have? How much players they gonna have? Between 30 and 99, man. Like that's gonna be insane, bro.
That's gonna be a sweaty competitive game for sure.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be. But you know, like I said, you know, old school type of games to come back. The only thing we need now is some more snowboarding, SSS tricky genre, or you know, Tony Hawk. Y'all gonna make a comeback or something?
I mean, they did do an HD remaster Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. But I don't feel like they got as much popularity as back, you know, when they first released. So
yeah, I don't think so. That genre of gaming is over. But guess what? Kart racers are still here. And still here to stay.
I feel like
they're
kart
still
racers
making money
back. Like I feel like
kart racers make the moolah. Like Nintendo's #1 best-selling game of all time, or at least on the Switch, is Mario Kart 8. So kart racers are always gonna be here to stay, man.
I mean, you just think Mario Kart 8 has been in existence as long as Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh my gosh!
And we about to come out with Grand Theft Auto 6.
Like,
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Crazy? I mean, I guess that goes to show you how popular Mario Kart 8 really was. For them just to keep that game for the Wii U and re-release it on the Switch and still make DLC for it, like, oh man, that's crazy. And they're still making money, and they're still making money.
The Mario Kart games always sell really good, bro. Because the thing is, like, if you got a Nintendo system, everybody with a Nintendo system has Mario Kart. Same thing with Smash Bros. It's just certain games when you have a system, you just gonna have, like, all the kids get it for Christmas. Like, they usually bundle it. You already know the Switch 2 is gonna have a Mario Kart bundle. Like, it'd be crazy not to do that, but you know.
You know what will really put Nintendo freaking in the grave? If Astro Bot came out with their own racing game. Ooh.
That would be crazy, bro.
Ooh,
like, if the people who
Sony.
make yeah, man. You know what's so crazy? Y'all know, y'all remember Sackboy? Little Big Planet?
Yeah, that was supposed to be their Mario, but
that.
it just didn't take off like it was supposed to.
They had a kart. That game had a
I remember
kart
playing
racing
game on PSP.
Yeah, it did. See,
that game had a kart racing game, and it's funny because
I do not remember that.
My brother actually owned it, and I played it, and it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the thing because Sony was trying to make Sackboy their version of Mario, but and they even came out with a kart racer for the franchise. So that's what I'm saying. If Astro is gonna take the new mantle of the poster boy of Sony, the Mario of Sony, then there got to be an Astro Bot race. And that's all I'm saying.
You said Astro Kart? What?
Yeah, hey, perfect,
If the people that make Astro Bot make a kart racer game, that game is gonna be phenomenal, bro. I promise you.
I agree.
Because the game, I didn't play it, but I've seen clips and I watched Caleb play it. That shit is fire. Like, I played Playroom, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. The developers were on they shit when they made that game. Like, they wasn't playing, bro.
A Sony kart racer, you'll have your Sackboy in there, you'll have your Astro Bot in there, even like old school Sony like mascots like freaking Papa the Rapper and like like fucking you can even put Crash in there because Crash technically wasn't Sony mascot. Spyro, like can you imagine the roster for a Sony kart racer?
Yes, it's Sony, if you're listening. We need that new game. But speaking of, that kind of takes us into our next
Sega's gonna
segue.
be cooking it up with these remakes, so
is the Game Awards. Yeah, they will. The Game Awards just happened, and I don't know if everybody was watching. I know, what was it? Were we competing? I think I might have been doing what do they call it? A competitive game, I don't know, in Speedstorm. But anyways, we have all of the winners, and Astro Bot, spoiler alert, ended up winning Game of the Year. But I mean, we can talk about some of the other winners there. And Angel, I posted my live playthrough of Astro Bot, so could we put that in the background while we talking about the Game Awards?
Oh, yeah, man, let's show some Astro Bot game.
Yeah. Like we said, the Crashout ain't just about Speedstorm. We were talking everything game related. So I posted that in the Crashout DM.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, let's get some.
That game is a masterpiece, bro.
And I guess before we start, hello everybody. Sammy's back.
Sammy.
I'm still on vacation right now. I'm in Jamaica right now, so I did promise the fellas I'd be on tonight anytime I could make it. So I did my best trying to get back as early as possible. Obviously, not as early as I wanted to, but I'm glad to be back to spend the rest of the night with you guys. And these are some great topics, so I hope the rest of you guys enjoy.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. This is the Game Awards, or the Astro. What we're about to get into is actually like the last topic, but I still think there's some stuff we could talk about in terms of like the Astro Bot and the Video Game Awards and stuff like that. I did want to say, I think I said this before we went live, but according to an article that I saw online, apparently the Video Game Awards that just happened, apparently it's the most live streamed Game Awards in history, with 154 million live streams going on at once. So it was big, man. It was one for the books, and apparently it was one of the best Game Awards too. Like, just in general, like how the event was ran, and the pacing and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a great time watching it, man.
I can literally tell you why that's happening right now.
Why?
For anyone who's a gamer, everyone knows that games used to predominantly premiere at E3, and ever since E3 kind of like folded, there hasn't been anything in the gaming sphere to really take its place as an alternative until the Game Awards. So since the inception of the Game Awards, this has really taken the place of E3 and people really just come here in droves just to see either new premieres for games or maybe even catch games win awards. So they really kind of bundled this together because the Summer Games Fest or whatever it's called is actually supposed to take place during when E3 used to take place, but it doesn't really pop off that way. It's usually the Game Awards that really draws in all the viewers. Everyone either watches to see their favorite game get nominations or awards, or just to see which new games are out there in development.
Pretty much, man.
Pretty much. That's the gist of everything, to be honest.
Not only that, it feels like the Game Awards. It almost feels like the Game Awards is more about the announcements than it is the awards, because they be flying through them awards, man, and then they be announcing premiere games and stuff, and everybody be watching, everybody waiting like, oh, what's the next game, so I could see why you said what you said, Sam, but my bad.
They actually
say something, Caleb?
To piggyback on what you just said, something real quick. I think it was the last Game Awards. They actually got into a bit of trouble just because they were rushing through awards, and because of that, they were rushing through acceptance speeches, and a lot of viewers were getting upset because they wanted to hear back from their favorite producers or directors of these studios give their speeches, because they worked so hard on these games for 4 to 5 years, and they actually get their flowers. They now want to hear these directors really pour their hearts out and tell us why they made these games, or thank the people they want to thank for these games that they were able to create for us. So they got themselves in a little hot water because of that at, I believe, the last Game Awards. So this time around has been a bit better, but they definitely got to find the medium between that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, all right, so let's go through the list for anybody who hasn't didn't watch the award show. So I will be naming off the winners. So the first category was best esports team, and so you had Billy Gaming, which was League of Legends, Gen G, League of Legends, Navi, Counter-Strike, T1, League of Legends, and Team Liquid, Dota 2. So the best esports team was League of Legends. So, okay, a lot of League of Legends. I guess that's one of the biggest esports games in gaming is League of Legends right now. So T1 won. Best esports athlete, we have 33, Alex Sib, Chovy, Faker, Zawu, or Zoom K, and the winner was Faker. So I don't know, esports athlete, I guess the best gamer. I don't, that's an interesting category, but shout out to Faker for winning that. We have best esports game. There's Dota 2, Counter-Strike 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, and Valorant. And the best esports game went to League of Legends. No surprise there. Then we have Content Creator of the Year. We have Case O. We have Elo Wan. We have Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, and USADA Pecora. And the winner, the Content Creator of the Year, is Case O. And then we have the most anticipated game. And the runner-ups for the most, or the options for most anticipated game was Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Ghost of Yoti, however you say that. Grand Theft Auto, Ghost of Yotai, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Monster Hunter Wilds, and the most anticipated game winner is Grand Theft Auto 6. Which, yeah, I'm not surprised with that one. We all waiting for that game to come out.
Not surprised at all.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have best adaptation. We have Arcane, we have Fallout, we have Knuckles, we have Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and we have Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. And the best adaptation, gaming adaptation, is Fallout. I am not surprised on that one. I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but that opening episode deserves a Grammy. That shit. Ooh, kind of reminds you of stuff that's going on in real life today.
Oh, that show was killing it.
Yeah, it was just overall good.
I'm gonna Right now, I'm watching Abbott,
I
Abbott
will say,
Elementary, but I'm gonna start Fallout right after I finish that.
Yeah, if anybody has not watched Fallout, I highly recommend giving Fallout a watch, because I don't like the Fallout games, but I definitely appreciated the Fallout TV show. Like, that shit was fire. And I might have not have liked the games, but I understood the games and I did play them from time to time. So like, I didn't understand the storyline. But even if you don't understand the storyline, that TV show is still fire.
I also want to add to Angel's point, like, this is coming from someone who's never played the Fallout games before. So I have no expectations or experience with the franchise up until watching this show. And for me, it was amazing. So that alone makes me want to play the games, which I actually bought the whole franchise since. But I definitely recommend anyone who hasn't watched the show to watch it, or anyone who hasn't played the games and is like on the fence about watching the show to actually watch the show, because it's actually a good show. One of the better adaptations in terms of video games that's out there.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm excited to check it out, man. I can't wait. I did start the first episode, but since I kind of want to binge it and I kind of want to get through Abbott first, and then I'll hop back on it.
All right, and then we have best multiplayer game. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We got Helldivers 2. We got Mario Party Jamboree. We got Tekken 8, and we have Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, which me and Nano and Sammy have to beat together.
Yes, sir.
And the winner of the best multiplayer game is Helldivers 2.
Man, I did not expect Helldivers to win, bro.
I don't know about that.
What do y'all think it was going to be?
I was expecting Call of Duty or Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what did you say were the nominees again?
Call of Duty, Helldivers, Super Mario Party, Tekken 8, and Warhammer.
I think I said Space Marine.
Yep, Space Marine 2. Everybody was talking about that's a really good co-op game. Which, even though we had some struggles getting queued up, like y'all data. I was like, what's going on?
The game did do me and Sammy dirty, but overall, it's a fire game still. I thought that. I think the reason why Helldivers won, which is funny because me and my homies actually played the fuck out of Helldivers 2, but when Helldivers 2 came out, it took over the gaming ecosystem, bro. Like, everybody was talking about Helldivers 2. You saw memes, TikToks of people killing each other and stuff like that, and the explosions and the action, and I can see why it won. I can see why it won.
But I mean, if we're gonna go that route, I'd say Power World should have been in that category for best multiplayer. Because when that game dropped, no one was talking about any other game but Power World.
But it's a multiplayer.
It is. You could play with people. They got servers and everything.
But
I mean,
that was the second most played game of all time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true too. Everybody talked about Power. I mean, I feel like when Power World died down, then everybody started talking about Once Human though at the same time, because that was very similar to Power World.
Yeah,
Once Human. I did hear a lot of people talk about Once Human. I still think Power World got more hype though. I did hear more people, because you got to remember, a big reason why Power World blew up is because it was in that controversy against Nintendo and Pokemon.
Yeah,
and they were saying
guns.
Yeah, and people were
Nintendo was like, nah, y'all making too much money. We coming for you now.
Yeah, when you had it with Nintendo, everybody gonna know. So it got a lot of hype for that, and a lot of people is generally fucking with the game. They were saying, Nintendo, see what happens when you actually, if you actually paid attention and made your games good and stuff like that, and all that shit.
I remember those arguments.
But yeah, that was best multiplayer game, Helldivers 2. So let's get to the best sports/racing, which this is a travesty. So instead of there being a best racing game, they combined the best sports and racing games. So your nominees are F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K 25, Top Spin, and WWE 2K 24. And the win. Oh wait, I forgot one more game. Disney Speedstorm, and no, it wasn't on there. And the best sports/racing game was EA Sports FC 25. So, you know, are you guys surprised that Disney Speedstorm didn't get nominated?
No.
Nope.
When did early access start?
Last year.
It was March 2023, or was it April? One of the two.
It was. I know this day. It was April.
Was it April, right?
April 16, 2023, because that was my birthday.
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I think that's probably why it wasn't nominated. Because I guess
so
technically it came out last year.
So technically, what about best ongoing?
And that's just game.
I don't know about ongoing. Hell no.
Ongoing, but
oh no, it's gonna need it's gonna need a No Man's Sky kind of turnover for that.
Yeah, the problem.
They're gonna have to start bringing back the Golden Pass credits for free.
Oh, yeah.
What's the problem with the racing category, Angel?
That it was combined with the sports as well, with the wrestling and everything else.
Yeah.
Like if the sport, if the racing category was by itself, you probably would have saw a kart racer in there, like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, but the problem
I don't know, just because in terms of racing games, they don't come out until like every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough kart racers to have its own category. I think when there is enough, they would make it that. But sports, like, I don't know, like, when Mario Kart comes out and Sonic comes out, I don't even know if there will be like 3 or like another 1 or 2 kart races to add on with those.
Yeah. Because I know in like having a sports category by itself would work, just because, you know, WWE 2K always drops every year, apart from the 1 year they didn't. And then like 2K drops every year, FIFA drops every year, and then Madden drops every year. So they could literally have a sports category every award show. But in terms of racing games, they come out like every 2 to 3 years. And there's usually, you're lucky to get 2 in the same year. It's usually just 1 game that drops.
Yep. So just need more.
All right. In the next category, we have best sim and strategy game. We have Frostpunk 2, Age of Mythology, Kanitsugami, Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord. And the winner was Frostpunk 2. And then for best family game, we have Princess Peach Showtime. Yes, they had a Princess Peach game on the Nintendo. We had an Astro Bot. We had Super Mario Party Jamboree. We had Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And we had Plucky Squire. In the best family game of the year, went to Astro Bot. So shout out to Astro Bot. He definitely deserves that. Best fighting game of the year, we have Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. We have Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. We have Marvel vs. Capcom Fighter Collection, Arcade Classics. We have Multiverses, and then we have Tekken 8. And the best fighting game is Tekken 8, which I'm not surprised. And Tekken 8 actually came out with a new character, Clive Rossfield from Final Fantasy 16, and he looks amazing. So that's just another, the attention to details better. Plus, you know, they punish rage quitters, unlike Sparkling Zero. And then we have best RPG, and we have Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring Shadow Erdtree. We have Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. We have Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and we have Metaphor Refantasio. And the best RPG of the year was Metaphor. So yeah, y'all definitely was putting on for Metaphor. And then we have Best Action and Adventure Game. So the nominations were Astro Bot. We got Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. That was a 2D scroller. We have Silent Hill 2, we have Star Wars Outlaws, and we have Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And the best action adventure game was Astro Bot. So Astro Bot got another dub, best family game and best, action adventure. And then we go to straight up best action game. And then we have Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. And the best action game of the year was Black Myth Wukong. No surprise there. Black Myth Wukong definitely deserves that. I'm glad Stellar Blade made the nomination because it definitely deserves that. It's another good action game, but Black Myth Wukong just like walks it out the park. So.
I actually think Stellar Blade could have made it to Game of the Year in place of another game, but
Yes, I agree. But DLC? Then we have best. Yeah. Take that shit off. Then we got best VR versus AR, which AR is augmented reality. But we have Arizona Sunshine Remake. We have Asgard's Wrath 2. We have Batman Arkham Shadow. We have Metal Hellsinger VR. And we have Metro Awakening. And the best VR AR game of the year went to Batman Arkham Shadow. And then we have best mobile game. And the nominations for best mobile game were AFK Journey, Balataro, Pokemon Trading Card Game, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero. And the best mobile game of the year was Balataro.
Balatro? Yes,
Balatro. Thanks for correcting me.
Balatro.
And then we have best indie game, and the nominations were Balatro, Animal Well, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, The Plucky Squire. And the best indie game of the year went to Balatro. So Balatro winning best mobile and indie game. And then we have best independent game category. We have Animal Well, Balatro, L'Oreal and the Laser Eyes, Neva and UFO 50, and Balatro won best independent game. So Balatro is getting a lot of wins, which is making me want to check that out. Then we have the game for the best community support. We have Disney Speedstorm, no, I'm just playing. We have Baldur's Gate 3. We have Final Fantasy 14, we have Fortnite, we have Helldivers 2, and we have No Man's Sky. And the best community support winner goes to Baldur's Gate 3. Which
I
Baldur's Gate 3
that shit, bro.
Yeah, it won Game of the Year last year. So
yeah, I heard that shit is like super fire, bro. It looks up my alley too, so I gotta hop on that eventually.
Yeah, it's good to hear that they're still getting community support. All right, and now we got best ongoing game, a category Disney Speedstorm did not qualify for. And we have Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. And the best ongoing game to date that won the award was Helldivers 2. So Helldivers 2 with another award.
I thought it'd be Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite definitely could have won that, but I'm surprised. But Helldivers looks good too. I still have to play it. Then we have the category Games for Impact. We have Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Senua Saga, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera Zao. And the Games for Impact was Neva. So that's interesting. Neva, I'm going to have to check that out. I'm glad Tales of Kenzaru got nominated because I know a lot of people were trying to shit on that game because the protagonist is African. And they're like, oh, this game is woke. So, I'm glad that game at least got nominated. So, all right, then we got innovation and accessibility. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age Veilguard, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. And the best game for innovation and accessibility was Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. But, hey, I'm glad they got a win because I've heard a lot of good things about that game.
Persia. Yep.
Then we have best performance. We have Hannah Tell, Life is Strange, Brianna White, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Humberly Gonzalez, Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts, Silent Hill 2, and Melina Juergens from Hellblade 2. And the best performance was Melina Juergens in Hellblade 2, Senua Saga. So, okay, shout out to her. She did a good job in that game. And then we have Best Audio Design. We have Astro Bot, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Senua Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. And the Best Audio Design award goes to Senua Saga Hellblade 2. So I was looking at some of the features in that game, and I think you have to actually explore the world using some of the audio mechanics. So shout out to Hellblade 2.
That would make sense.
Then we have Best Score in Music. We have Astro Bot, we have Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, we have Metaphor, we have Silent Hill 2, and we have Stellar Blade. And the Best Score in Music goes to Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Hey,
so I haven't played
Shout out Final Fantasy.
Shout out
is the music that good?
I'm trying to tell you guys, Final Fantasy has some of the best soundtracks in a lot of different games, especially with the comes with like their boss music and stuff like that. Like it's top notch.
I still to this day, literally yesterday, I was listening to Final Fantasy 13 music on my phone, bro. Like Final Fantasy music is godly, bro.
Yeah, it definitely goes hard. I mean, I like Final Fantasy 16's track, so I can imagine 7 being amazing.
You want to hear fire tracks? I recommend listening to the soundtracks of Final Fantasy 14. A lot of the music in there is actual like tracks that you know Square Enix has made with like vocals and everything, but they sound like real actual songs. But like it's fire. Like you're listening to that song while you're doing a boss fight or a raid battle, and it's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna add that to the playlist. All right, now we got Best Art Direction, and the nominations are Astro Bot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree, and Metaphor, and Neva. And the Best Art Direction goes to Metaphor Refantasio. So Metaphor with an award, you know. And in the next category, we got Best Narrative. We have Final Fantasy 7, Like a Dragon, Metaphor, Senua Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. And the Best Narrative award goes to Metaphor. So Metaphor Refantasio. I see why I got nominated as a Game of the Year, because it definitely
I gotta play this
win
game.
a lot of awards.
For winning Best Narrative, bro. That means it must have a fire-ass storyline.
It's fire, bro. Don't fuck with it.
Then we got Best Game Direction. We have Astro Bot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantasio. And the Best Game Direction goes to Astro Bot, which I think is definitely well deserved. Everything in the whole game kind of just like meshes in to each other. And then with the last final category, we have Game of the Year. We have Astro Bot, we have Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree, which is a DLC, and we have Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and we have Metaphor Refantasio. All games that deserve to be there, but you know the DLC obviously. And the Game of the Year goes to Astro Bot.
Nice.
I think a lot of people.
Astro, man.
Yeah, shout out to Astro. As y'all can see, this is just a start. It's a beautiful game, very colorful, very unique game mechanics. The sound design, it has like Spyro and Crash. As y'all just saw, I got Crash unlocked. Like it kind of takes you down, you know, memory lane and throughout Sony's history, and bringing a lot of attention to like older IPs. It utilizes the controller, like it does a lot. But I think a lot of people.
Is this a platformer?
Yeah, this is a platformer. It's a 3D platformer.
PS5, because this looks like the Mario Lost levels right here that you just went to right now.
Mario Galaxy type shit.
Well, you know how like the Mario games have like their Star Worlds, which is like end game for Mario games, and this looks like one of those end game like Star World like type of like scenarios when he went to that secret portal.
The challenge levels and shit. Yeah, this game has challenge levels too, and surprisingly, there's actually some hard levels that like I was stuck on for like, you know, maybe 20-30 minutes and stuff. So you can't sleep on the difficulty. They definitely will bring it to you. But I think a lot of people were upset because Black Myth Wukong didn't win Game of the Year, man. Like, what do you think about that? Like, did anybody play Black Myth Wukong besides me?
I didn't play it, but I've seen gameplay, and you know, I watched you play some, Caleb, and I think Black Myth Wukong is an amazing game. I still can't wait to play it because eventually I will. And it looks really good. I like games kind of that has like that are challenging and stuff like that. Have learning curves and stuff. I think I don't know why people are upset that Astro Bot won Game of the Year, bro, because it literally deserves to be like, it literally deserves to be up there and like win it. So for people hating on the game, saying, "Oh, it's a kids game, Black Myth should have won it," and stuff like that, and like I wouldn't have had a problem with Black Myth Wukong. Like I said, the only game I would have had a problem with if it won was Shadow of the Erdtree, and that's strictly because it's a DLC, and I think DLC should have its own category. It should not take up a game space for Game of the Year. But I don't know, man. Black Myth, it's I mean, Black Myth is a good game, but it ain't the end of the world if it don't win Game of the Year. Like, you never know, man. Like,
I will say this,
bro.
Astro Bot, literally, when I think about like, the good, the bad, the ugly, what's wrong with the game, I literally can't think of anything wrong with Astro Bot. Like gameplay, sound design, mechanics, the whether it has glitches, like it's just they definitely took their time with that. Black Myth Wukong, some things I might say are negative. You can miss bosses. Like sometimes it's kind of hard to know where you're supposed to go, and sometimes you can like miss. Like some of the secrets don't make sense. Like I think there was one part in the game where it was just literally just a blank wall, and if you like destroy the wall, which you would have no way to understanding that wall was significant. Like there's like a secret area where you unlock a dragon boss, and it's just like the game direct. That's like Astro Bot game direction. Like the game direction sometimes in Wukong were kind of like unclear. So there was that. I think also people are kind of maybe fatigued from the Souls-like games, and I know they say, "Oh, well, Black Myth Wukong isn't a Souls-like." It kind of has some Souls-like elements, Some
yeah, it's Souls-like-ish.
It's solely a Souls-like-ish, and I think maybe it's a little bit of fatigue, and I think sometimes people don't just want to play a game as hard and sweat. Sometimes they just want to relax, have fun, have a good time, and Astro Bot definitely was just a good time. Which Black Myth Wukong was a good time if you like a challenge and you like combat, obviously, and it's rewarding when you stress out and you finally get the boss down, and it's a great cinematic and a great fight, and you get the pattern. That's fun too and enjoyable. But like, I think Astro Bot is just like overall more enjoyable. You don't have to sweat to enjoy it. And yeah, just it pushes like the limit of like modern day like technology and like what a game can do. Like mechanically, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, trying some new things. But also, I think here's the issue. I think people see a game like Astro and they think, oh well, because it's colorful, because it's like of the art style, they think it's just for kids or something like that. And any game that a kid can play is bad or something. Like, what people got to realize, if a game's rated E's for everyone, that means people of like all ages can play. And Astro Bot is a game people of all ages can play and enjoy. And like when I play this game, I don't think, oh, I'm a baby. Like I play the game and I'm having fun and enjoying myself. Like it has like one of my favorite games of all time is Ape Escape. And this game literally has like an Ape Escape level, dude. Okay, one thing, it takes the mechanic of Ape Escape and puts it in this game. Like not just Ape Escape, Uncharted, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War. Like there's literally worlds and levels where you literally get to play with the same mechanics as some of like Sony's like first person, like AAA games and stuff. And they got it in this game, bro. So Like, bro, it's too much going on.
So it's like a greatest hits of like all like the Sony games, basically.
Yes, dude. And like having a whole world or level dedicated to it.
I think the big reason that there was so much controversy in terms of people saying Black Myth should have won it, or maybe even Metaphor should have won it, was just over the fact that in terms of game sales, people are probably just looking at numbers saying, well, how can Astro Bot win it, even though it's a great game, when there's 20 million people that played Black Myth Wukong? There's at least 10 million people that played Metaphor, and there was like, I think around 2-3 million people that played Astro Bot. So in that terms, like people were kind of upset because it's like, yeah, Astro Bot may be a great game, but in terms of like game of the year, should it have won over games that are being played way more or have a bigger audience? And I think that's the big issue or the big controversy in terms of why Astro Bot is being, I guess, in the limelight in terms of game of the year.
I think that's a very flawed way of looking at it, because that's like, if that was the case, Call of Duty would have won the game of the year hella times, but Call of Duty, you can't just go off of sales, and that it's crazy because Astro Bot still so pretty good for only being on one platform. So I don't know that.
Yeah. And that's just Sony, because it's not on Xbox, it's not on Nintendo, so this is just with Astro Bot just being on one platform.
Yep. So, being a game of the year is way more than about sales. Like, is the game fun? Like, does it work? Like, does it innovate? How's the gameplay? Like, that shit matters.
I feel like if Astro Bot was multi-platform, it would have sold more than what was it, 2 million copies. If this was on PC, Xbox, and on the Switch, this game would have sold way more.
Hell yeah. It's on the Switch, PC, that shit would have went crazy, man. Like, come on, bro.
Part of the reason why I never played this game is because it's only available on a PS5 and I don't got one.
Yeah, I forget, because you got all of the freaking advanced technology, but I guess you got a PC and not a PlayStation. So this is one of those games I guess you would miss out on.
That's why I missed out on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I don't have a PS5.
Yeah, y'all have to wait like until it comes out like a PC for it or whatever.
Yeah, but I could guarantee you Astro Bot ain't coming to PC, bro. That is Sony's baby, bro.
And that's definitely not.
Until it gets
emulated.
Never
be surprised. Yeah, get emulated. They put Mario.
No, I wouldn't say that. Sony's been very open to making PC ports now. We got God of Wars now on
That's
PC,
true.
so you never know.
Yeah, that is
remasters on PC.
That is true. I guess you can never say never. I guess they don't got the Nintendo mentality.
Yeah, Nintendo got to stop that mentality. I feel like if a lot of games went on PC as well as their exclusive consoles, they will sell a lot more.
That's true, but I won't.
So Angel,
I feel like that's a
question
part of Nintendo's charm, though. Like, you could only play their games at their house.
Well, I mean, to Nintendo's defense, also, if they were to port their games on PC, them games will be hell about it. Because PC, that's a big thing. Is the PC people will definitely mod the shit out of their games.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Nintendo would hate that. They would hate to see, their characters, done in a certain type of way or something.
No, that's a fact. Because I mean, think about it. If we get the Pokemon games on PC, we will already have a Pokemon MMO because the community will make one already off of the game files.
Yep.
Yep. I guess Angel, I posted a video link of Black Myth Wukong in the DM. If you could put that up, because just a little bit of comparison. Because I would say the boss fights in that game were kind of like super crazy.
Yes, sir.
If you could pull that up on screen just so we can see some comparisons.
So Angel, I got a question for you. would you buy the next Xbox then?
Fast
Because
forward
from the
to 3
reports that
hours, 3 hours and
are
39
coming out,
minutes. Fast forward to that.
the reports that are coming out are saying that the next Xbox is going to integrate Steam. So what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Integrate Steam, that's crazy. If Microsoft could pull a partnership with Steam, that's insane. I mean, that's a smart move though for Microsoft, to be honest, because it'll tap into PC players.
They kind of already fused in a way, anyways.
I mean, yeah, if you want to think about it in that aspect, Microsoft owns Windows. So, I mean, what are we playing Steam on? Windows. It's a Microsoft operating system. So I wouldn't put it past why not put it on Xbox as well?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how they would do that though, because Steam is heavily relied on the functionality of the PC and the freedom of being able to tune down your settings on games and stuff like that. So how would they do that for Xbox? That's the real question.
I think it might come with their handheld.
The Xbox handheld?
I mean, Xbox and Nintendo kind of been buddy. Like, I think, aren't there some Xbox games that have been coming to the Switch?
I think Game Pass is on Switch too, if I'm not mistaken, or they're planning on releasing Game Pass on the Switch.
That's crazy. I mean, if that happens, I don't know what Nintendo's gonna do with Nintendo Online.
But yeah, as you can kind of see, man, like this game kind of has some like boss battles, kind of similar to like Asora's Wrath, where like, you know, you're as big as the planet or like bigger than like mountain ranges and shit. And like, you know, the boss battles were definitely like super dynamic, and I can see why people like really feel like this game like deserves Game of the Year, because like it definitely did like not disappoint when it comes to these like boss battles where you can like, you know, transform into like, you know, 100 different transformations. Cause I think this is more accurate, because I think actually Wukong from Chinese mythology has like 70 something different transformations, and in this game you can transform into like so many different like bosses that you end up defeating, kind of like Mega Man. Like Mega Man, you beat a boss, you get their power. In this game, you beat a boss, you can transform into them. So it's like actually like pretty dope, and makes it like very versatile in like the way that you can fight. You can kind of like choose, you know, which transformation you want to use, you know, for whatever encounter and stuff.
I will say the bosses in this game are very, very like they look really nice. Like they took their time on each boss, and they all look amazing. The graphics even look amazing.
Oh yeah, I agree. But
a well-designed game.
And we don't get many
Sonic,
of those.
Sonic, what do you think? Do you feel what game did you feel like should have won Game of the Year?
Honestly, it could go either way. That's just my opinion, though. It could go either way.
Okay.
Like, Astro Bot was the most shocking win. Like, I was not expecting Astro Bot to win at all. But I understand why people are upset that Astro Bot should have not won the Game of the Year, because, well, people are arguing on social media that it's just a kid's game, and it's unfair that a platformer beats out like some of these other heavy hitters on the nominations list. But honestly, as a big love letter to like PlayStation and all their history, I think Astro Bot should have won Game of the Year, and it did won Game of the Year, because I grew up with these iconic characters from the PlayStation and Sony's entire gaming catalog, and well, I'm just satisfied that Astro Bot won, and well, I might try the game out soon. So yeah, that's just my opinion, though.
I think people are actually. I think more people are actually buying the game now that it won Game of the Year. I remember watching one of the Black Okage's videos, and he actually said something that I didn't even think about, but it's actually makes sense that whenever your game wins Game of the Year, your sales skyrocket because everybody's trying to see what the hype is about and stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the whole platformer thing being for kids is, I hate that narrative or that argument because like it's just a genre of game. It's like if they could like. I don't like that argument. Like we all grew up on platformers. Like that was kind of like the staple of gaming was platformers. Whether it's Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, Spyro, Crash, Donkey Kong. Like platformers is pretty much gaming at its like core and at its heart. And I think people are getting tired of just the first person shooters, and it's. We can have more games than just Call of Duty and Apex Legends and Battle Royales and all of that type of stuff.
I mean, well, what was the last time a platformer game actually won Game of the Year?
Did it Super Mario Odyssey win Game of the Year?
No, that's Breath of the Wild.
Oh, Breath of the Wild. Odyssey could have won. Odyssey is, I think, a really good platformer game.
It's crazy because people be saying, I don't know. I kind of agree with you, Kev, but I don't like that kid game thing either. When I hear people say that, to me, you just saying that your taste in games is not versatile to me. But
yeah, facts, because I love my platformers and put some respect on platformers' names, because there's a lot of platformers where adults can't even beat certain levels. Like, let's put Super Mario Wonder into this category, where the last secret level, people rage quit because they can't even freaking complete that whole level.
Pretty much, bro.
Got adults freaking in their freaking 30s and 40s looking goofy playing these games because they can't get past levels and stuff. But it's for kids, man. Like,
right.
So,
Crash Bandicoot
so what's
4?
your excuse?
Like, come on,
Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, that's a hard one.
You know what I'm saying?
Game.
Y'all can play Black Myth Wukong and on these like really hard boss battles, but I can't beat a platformer level, and y'all rage quit, so it's a kid's game.
Apparently, if it's too colorful, animated, and doesn't look realistic, it's a kid's game. Add in the platformer, and I don't know, bro. People really be hating on the genre, which is crazy because that genre literally like saved gaming. Like, so Super Mario, bro. Like, if it wasn't for Mario, we wouldn't be playing games, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Astro Bot was better than Mario Odyssey, and I played Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey was good, man.
Okay, yeah, I played Odyssey too. It was fire, but I'm not against that idea. I actually don't think that's a hot take.
Yeah, do y'all think it's Nintendo is over for Nintendo?
Nah, hell no, bro.
Oh, no.
Nah.
Nintendo's too big, bro.
I mean, if you look at like if you look at like the family category, out of the 5 nominations, 3 of them are from Nintendo. So,
yep, that's facts.
Yeah, I think Nintendo. This is why Astro Bot is such a good thing for the gaming industry, because I think Nintendo sometimes can get lazy because they don't really have like platforming competition, so they kind of just come out with like shovelware like Mario and Luigi or Mario versus Donkey Kong or whatever that remaster was, like games that nobody really asking for or care about. They just come out with a bunch of they kind of are milking Mario and Luigi. Obviously the 3D platformers are amazing, but sometimes I get tired of them milking those characters, and maybe like a game like Astro Bot coming out and being a good platformer and pushing the limit and showing what a Nintendo 3D platformer could look like if it actually had like hardware with good graphics and stuff. Like, I think that's actually going to push Nintendo to do better. So that's why the reason why I like Astro Bot, because it's just going to make games better in general in the future. It raised the bar.
I will say,
I agree.
Me, other than kart racers, when I was a kid, I mean, I used to love until Hey, I love platformers. You know, we grew up on Crash Bandicoot, Spiral the Dragons, Jack and Daxters, Ratchet and Clanks. Like, there's a whole bunch of great platformers that we
No,
grew
thank
up
you for
on.
saying that. Sony is bringing 3D platforms there. Ratchet and Clank, the new one, that game was amazing. I think that was a PS5 launch title, or something like
What
that.
was the other one? Sly Cooper. Let's get a new Sly Cooper in there. Like,
Oh yeah, I love Sly Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. People sleep on platformers, man, but you know, listen, when Nintendo makes their next Mario game, bro, like I'm just glad that Sony. I feel like Astro Bot is literally gonna be Sony's like Mario now, and I think they should push Astro Bot as hard as they can, bro. Like more people need to play it. Like it's a good game. Like it's more than a good game, bro. And you know, I thought Metaphor would win Game of the Year, but I do not have a problem. If anything, I actually think it's more of a statement that Astro Bot won Game of the Year. So, you know, I think that's actually a good thing for gaming.
Yep, and honestly, the thing about Astro Bot, it actually had like some really dynamic boss battles, which surprised me because what good is I mean, there's hella boss battles in Black Myth Wukong. Like I was surprised that like the boss battles in Astro were the way they were.
Yeah.
We could bring up the boss battles on the screen. You can switch back to Astro. The Astro video, and you can fast forward to a certain point. Let's see.
Boss fight 1. Hold on. There it is right here.
Yep, that one. So you can hit the right arrow, skip ahead just a little bit. Yeah, like right there or something. So yeah, this was like the first like boss battle. It kind of reminds me, because you know, like in Mario, you kind of like fight Bowser, and you know, Bowser's a giant, and you got to dodge the fire and all of that kind of stuff. This one, it kind of gave me like some of those vibes, but like, it kind of reminded me like if you were fighting Donkey Kong a little bit, as you can see coming up here. Yeah, this was the first fight. Mighty Chewy. He's like jumping. He's in front of you, and he's jumping in the foreground. And he's throwing freaking, he's throwing beams at you that you got to use to get to the next platform. Like this is like game direction. Like I think that's a cool like mechanic or whatever. That the thing that the boss is trying to attack you with is what you use to get across, and then you get to him, and he's like slamming buildings into you, like y'all see coming up here real quick. Like he got like a yellow billboard, and you gotta like use your little mechanic to like dash through it or whatnot. It kind of got some
very creative, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Watching this, I'm like, you know, I don't know why people are mad at it one Game of the Year. I mean, this game is beautiful, as well as it looks like it has some skill element to it as well, since it's a platformer. Like,
oh, it does.
It definitely does.
I just don't understand people's hate for this game.
Honestly, I just think a lot of people, 99.9% of the hate that this game is getting are from people that didn't even play the game, bro. I think they're just looking at it and was like, man, this looks like a kid game.
99% of haters is usually ones that don't either watch something or don't play something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can you hate?
That's the thing. I think there's. I think it's a lot of reactionary people to where they don't play a game. They just hear somebody else's opinion about the game, or they read like a review or a YouTuber, maybe a YouTuber, because you know there is some people their content thrives on look at ripping the buildings apart and stuff. Like it's just crazy, but they thrive on negativity because negativity, I guess, like what do they call it, sells or whatever they want to say. And so they just listen to these negative YouTubers, rant about these games without even playing it, and then they think a game is bad when in reality a game actually is really fun.
Right. Like, play the game, try it for yourself before talking bad about it, because you don't know. You talk bad about a game you never tried. You try, you like, you know what? This is not actually that bad.
You're destroying his teeth. That kind of reminded me of fucking Mario Sunshine, like the eel level or something.
Man.
So yeah, that's the first.
People like to follow other people, just like I will say, they follow whatever other people say. I'm like, yo, what about instead of being a follower, how about you just be your own person and actually try it out yourself?
But you know what the funny thing is? It don't matter how upset they get. Astro Bot won, bro, and it is what it is.
That's a fact.
No takebacks.
You can hate on it all you want, but it's still game of the year.
Yes, sir.
I believe this all talk about the Ape Escape, because like after every single boss fight you beat, there's like a older PlayStation IP, which Sony needs to make another Ape Escape game, and then they kind of give it like a labor of love. Like I don't see any other game doing this. Like you'll see this, like you beat the boss, you take off,
so
go to Ape Escape land. I beat the whole game, 100% of it.
Do they have like a Papa the Rapper? Anything?
Yes, they got a Papa. You got a Papa the Rapper skin. I actually beat the game as Papa the Rapper skin. I think I had on maybe.
Hey, yo, Papa the Rapper's my guy.
Yeah, man. This game's a love letter to people who know they Sony history, man.
And they got Jammer Lammy too, and I just Papa the Rapper Jammer Lammy.
Lammy, no shot.
Yo. Which one of you guys remember Jack and Daxter?
You can fast forward. You can go to the second boss fight.
Can't forget about Jack and Dexter, man. That's one of the tried and trues, man.
Jack and Dexter in here too?
Yep.
Yeah, got a skin you can do. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, there was something really cool about this boss fight. Was there was some Moses action going on, man. Like when I talk about dynamic environment, like you can like tap it like 10 seconds at a time or something and see if you can get ahead.
Yeah, I like how these boss levels, like you still have to like get to the boss. Caleb over here having a hard time figuring this part out right here.
I'm trying to get the maximum distance, but
so this is like a water boss, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like like you said, like the last one, it was like I had like a rocket mechanic, and then for this one, you had to put on like these little like alligator gloves or alligator hands, and you can kind of use that to punch. So like each boss is different. Like it has a different like power up mechanic that you have to use to beat it or whatnot. And this one was these hands, so you literally gotta give it them hands.
Damn, he out here trying to play arms with you, man.
Yeah, see they took the arms for us. See, Sony just
this shit makes you want to play it. Like this is what I'm telling you. Like watching this, I want to play this shit right now,
bro. Literally, bro. Like I promise, like if you played this Angel and you streamed this, people would be like, "Yo, this game is fire!" Like, what's this? Like, people like.
Yeah, a lot of people did were coming in watching me play this. Like I think the videos that really do the most success for me streaming is like Speedstorm, but like I'm not even like a Astro Bot creator, but when I was streaming this game, I was getting new people coming in watching this stuff. Like it was kind of wild, and people.
Yo, I don't know if it's true, Caleb. Remember when I was in your stream and that one person came in and they said like they were like an actual developer of the game and stuff like that, and they were like asking you questions and stuff, like how you felt about the game and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, is it gonna be a new sequel? Y'all working on the sequel already? Is it gonna be a movie? Talk about there might be an Astro Bot movie coming out. Well, ain't no way. You might be trolling on that point. I hope so.
It's crazy. Wait, so Caleb, you had a developer in your chat?
That's what he said.
You know, it's crazy
that's
because
what they
developers do be going to people's chats, but I don't think they announce themselves as developer. Sometimes they do, but they'll ask questions about the game because they really want to hear like live feedback from people that are actually playing it, because that's how they get their ideas for the next game or how to fix whatever is wrong with the game currently.
Yeah, and it's actually funny because I don't know if it's true, but you know, it might be another Astro Bot on the way. That's all I'm saying, man. That's what they said. I don't know if it's factual, but
yeah.
I mean, if it won
Look,
game of the year,
here come the Moses part. This shit, I was like, okay, these boss battles are
that's fire.
definitely
That is fire.
taking a step up from Mario. Like, I'm like,
That
ain't
is
no
fire.
way. Like, that's super creative. And then he's shooting like water waves at you, and then you got to platform some water. Like, you see, I got my ass knocked off.
I mean,
But like,
know,
dude,
I mean, if they won game of the year, I mean, wouldn't that give you motivation to make a second one if the first one became game of the year?
yeah, dude,
hell
there's definitely gonna be a second one.
Can you imagine the second one having like, you know, mechanics from like Jack and Dexter, Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper?
Oh, dude, yes, dude, that would be crazy.
It would be, bro.
Shoot, give me a music level and put Peppa the Rapper in there. What? Or Jammer Land? Come on now.
I think there's. Let me see. This is the last. Oh, This actually was one of the most amazing parts of Astro Bot. Hold on, I'm about to send the link to you, Angel.
Damn. Yellow sad. Falcon punch.
Yeah, so like, yeah, dynamic boss battles, bro.
That's
yeah, what was the secret? I forgot what the secret level was for this one. I think I'm about to go to it. Is this the God of War one? Hold on, what was this? Yeah, it was. So just like that, after you beat this boss, you go to like a God of War level, and then you get to use his like hammer and stuff.
I mean, I can tell just like, how he looks right there. That's like a God of War. That's God of War right there. Got the beard and all.
Got the Kratos beard, man.
Facts. Got the whole like fucking shit right above his head. You got the whole outfit. Like, damn, okay.
Yeah, but you actually get an axe or whatnot. Let me see if I go immediately. Or hopefully I do.
The Bot of War. That's crazy.
Yep. Bot of War, baby.
Yeah, that's fire. I can immediately tell that this level is a God of War type of level.
Yeah, it even got like the little birds or whatnot. Let me see if
that's fire, man. I really love the attention to detail they gave this game, bro.
Yeah, if you can skip forward a little bit to get to the Kratos part.
Where would it be at?
It's like, let me see. Yeah, right there.
Is it before the turtle or after the turtle?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here it is. We're there now.
Okay.
Ahead. But as you can see, you run into the little Kratos bot. It gives you the axe. Then you turn into Kratos, and it literally plays like because I play God of War. It kind of like the attack and shit. So yeah, now you got the axe and
you can throw the axe
you can start hitting
right
shit.
back to you. Okay.
Yeah. So then they have a whole level designed around the Kratos God of War mechanic and stuff. So it changes the way like you fight. And I'm just like, this right here from the last boss fight to this bonus level. Like, this is why this game won Game of the Year. Oh, and there's like a there's like even like like God of War, there's like big bosses. They even have like a God of War boss like at the end of this level. It's kind of crazy. But I guess I got one more link I want you to go to, Angel. It's I just want to show one more thing.
Astro Bot goated, man.
Yeah, put it. I think I put it in the group chat.
Shit. You really throwing that X like the fucking, and it looks like how the God of War X is too when you throw it in that game. That's fire.
Mm-hmm. All right, go to the let me see. You see, got the little Ape Escape thing. This is the intro screen. That shit's wild. Yeah, go to the first boss fight in this video. Let me see. It's like Lady Veronica. Before Uncharted. Before they go back in between. It's like at 1 hour 25 minutes or something like that. Something like that.
I got it.
You see y'all. Yeah. Yeah, click that. Yeah, so this, honestly, I was kind of like in shock when I see like the what this transitions into, because like the last boss fight, it was what was it? Like the water split like Moses and stuff, but this one actually was like, I was caught off guard. It was very dynamic. But yeah, y'all about to see.
Damn, this does look like a cool boss fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wait till you see how this shit finish.
It's crazy. Yeah, this shit right here. This is a fun ass game. Yo, Sony, put this on PC, bro.
It's about to get to the part. See, this actually takes a mechanic from Super Mario Sunshine. So, like, in Mario Sunshine, you had, like, Flood. And I haven't really seen any other platformers do this, but, like, I think Astro, instead of having Flood, your water jetpack, you kind of have, like, his little jetpack where he has, like, lasers where you can kind of, like, destroy enemies as you, like, jump over and stuff. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, look at this transition that's about to happen. Shit's...
Yo, that's crazy.
That's he's taking off. Still throwing shit at you, bro. Like, come on, man. What other game is doing this in they boss fights, bro? As a platformer, bro. Like, this is just straight up fun.
Yeah,
and you gotta jump over the rocket over it.
Yeah, that was a nice ass transition.
Crazy attention to detail, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Astro Bot Game of the Year, y'all, for a reason. This is amazing game. But that was the 2024 Game Awards and stuff. You know, anything else y'all want to talk about that we haven't addressed yet?
Yeah. I think we touched on everything, man. I think we hit up all the topics and everything. You know. So I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Nah, I got a question. It's emergency. Y'all see a trailer today?
There's a new trailer? I didn't see it. What happened?
Yes, no. Yeah, trailer.
No, I didn't. What's the trailer? I didn't see.
Y'all didn't see that
Oh wait,
y'all didn't see
Sammy.
that
I'm
Lilo
gonna
and
say it.
Stitch teaser?
Yes, I did see the teaser. So we got more Lilo and Stitch action. I guess we can show the people what we can see what y'all think of the Stitch design.
Oh, for the movie?
Yep.
Yeah, live action.
Better look it up. Lilo and Stitch. All right, let's see. This right here, first one. You know, the official.
Let's see. Yep, that's it. Yep, Disney.
Oh shit.
And it's coming out in May? Okay. Wow, bruh. The Lion King, bruh.
He don't look bad. I don't think he look bad.
No, I don't think he looks bad at all.
Yeah, me either. I don't know what all the hubbub is about. I think
people just be hating.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that design. I mean, shit. I mean, remember the Sonic design for the original Sonic the Hedgehog? That shit was horrible. And look how fast they fixed it too. Like yeah, the Stitch one looks amazing. Like they got every feature to a T. To be honest.
Rip. But yeah, it's honestly, if people talk about gaming is dead.
What are
There's
your
so
thoughts
many
on
games
this?
out.
You think it's gonna be a good movie?
I think it's gonna be a good movie, bro. If Sonic could be a good movie,
or is it just basically Lilo and Stitch
could be a good movie.
like the first movie, just in live action?
I actually got
I'm not sure. A lot of these remakes just kind of just seem to be live action versions of animated movies that came out, so they can retain their IP or their copyright.
Yeah, I would have a problem with it be original because the Sonic movies are original.
Yeah, if they did something different for the story, I wouldn't mind. Like, if you want to see the original movie, see the original. It's still there. That's what the same thing I'm talking about. Like, if they want to modernize something, like I know we were talking about the Ariel stuff being black or white or whatever. Like, if you like white Ariel, she's there. You can see the old movie. If you like, the original Lilo and Stitch, you can watch that one. But I'm cool with new things. Like, I think the new Lion King movie that's coming out, they're doing something different. It's like it's Mufasa and Scar, like their backstory or some shit like that. Like, I like stuff like that. If they're gonna go live action, they should, maybe do some new things every now and then. Which, yeah, I'm gonna see that.
I love the Sonic movies. I mean, they're nice, original, and it's a great callbacks to whatever game that they're gonna be featuring. Like Sonic 1 was the original. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was from Part 2 with some Part 3 in it. And then now Sonic the Hedgehog
Sonic
3
and Knuckles.
is Sonic Adventure. I think it was based off Sonic Adventure 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it is.
We definitely need I want to say a Crazy Taxi movie. That'd be pretty lit.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, so,
I'm trying to think what other video game.
Fire. I mean, Moana live action is also going to be a thing too.
But is it
a Mega Man live action might actually be tough too.
Have The Rock as Maui.
Yeah, the Rock is literally Maui.
I think the live action though,
that'd be fire.
Oh yeah.
Is the girl gonna play the girl, the voice actor?
I don't know. Like I know who's playing it because I seen the.
Oh, she's not. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I seen like the little like backstage shit behind the scene, and The Rock like introduced like who's gonna play Moana, and like where the set is. Like the set is like in a nice like island too. Like they're getting like every aspect of Moana in this live action. Is great.
Damn. Okay, definitely got to see that then.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this: which movie do you think is gonna do better, Moana or Lilo and Stitch?
Ooh,
probably Moana.
I don't know. I feel
think
like a lot of the older fans of Lilo and Stitch will definitely want to see the live action.
that's true, but you already hear. I've already heard people saying like they iffy about how Stitch looks and stuff like that. I don't see a problem with him, but
Yeah, they're
People
scared it's gonna be
complain
like
too
ugly
much.
Sonic. Like we were just talking about the Sonic movies when they came out with the Sonic 1 trailer, and they wanted to
yeah,
have Sonic looking more realistic. He kind of wasn't looking right, so some people are trying to they're scared that that's gonna be Stitch. But from the design, Stitch looks completely fine.
Yeah,
I
they
think
can't talk
it's
shit after that trailer. That's what I'm saying because Stitch looks
yeah,
amazing.
how why they came out with it. I think and then maybe like some people are complaining because Lilo's big sister Nala, maybe they feel like she don't look as good as she do in the animated version, and
That's
also
crazy.
whether
What you trying to say, Caleb?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
come on,
from what
Caleb,
I've
huh?
seen, she look good. She look good.
I
You
ain't
know
gonna
the
lie.
actress, but
I
Lilo
do
and
hope
Stitch.
we see like Pleakley and Gantu and Jumba and stuff.
Yeah, I want to see the live action Jumba or
That'll be
Captain Gantu
interesting.
and see what he
That'll
looks
be
like. Yeah,
interesting.
everybody used to worry about Stitch. Yeah, I don't think they Grand Councilwoman. What's she gonna be looking like? It's gonna
Bro,
be very
do
interesting.
you think they might do a live action Incredibles movie?
Yo,
I
that
can
would
see them
actually
doing
low
that.
key fire. That would be low key fire.
Miss Incredible gotta have curves. They gotta get that one right. If
Oh
they gonna
yeah,
do
bro.
an
Bro,
Incredibles
she
movie.
has to, cause bro, even in the movie, she be looking at herself in the mirror, bro.
Yeah, Disney they sexualized. They knew what they were doing. They like, there's nothing wrong with attractive characters. We can make them.
I mean, they low key could do an Incredibles movie. I mean, Disney owns Marvel now. They have all the actors that play superheroes that could literally be the actor for the Incredibles.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
But they gotta come out with Incredibles 3 first. I think a lot of people want for Incredibles 3 or the next Incredibles movie to be like a time skip. Like I think people want to see Jack a little older, in the action. It would be cool to see Dash
I don't
more
really care about
established.
Jack like that.
Well, that's you. You don't.
He
I
said
like
that's
that. A lot of
you.
people. Yeah. Like, what you
Yeah,
don't like
man.
that?
I'm not gonna lie. If they do a time skip, I don't mind. I'm not gonna go crazy if I hear that Jack died in a mission or something.
That's wild, bro.
Damn,
Not the baby
that's
dying. Why you gotta die?
crazy.
Oh.
I didn't know you was a Jack
Syndrome
hater,
came
bro.
back and started killing his heroes again.
Then he
Mm.
said Jack turns into the dark side. That's crazy.
I mean, he does turn into a devil. I think in the movie. Which, speaking of
Hey,
Jack,
Jack different, bro. Jack got some ridiculous power, I think.
yeah, I mean, if like Maui, he can transform into multiple things, and I think they have his bird transformation. But Jack, I see them having him in this game and transforming, but he's not a crew member, so potentially he could come out in the future as a mid-season. But like, if Jack comes out and Mario Kart 9 or 10X comes out, like, are y'all coming back for Jack?
I like Jack. I mean, it
I
just
come back
depends
for Jack.
on. It just depends on like what's going on. Like, are the other games just so fire? Like, so I do feel like I'm still gonna be like, as long as like people like you guys are around, still playing Speedstorm in the community, I'll still fuck with Speedstorm because like y'all are a big part of the reason why I still fuck with the game. But like I said, it just depends on what's going on. Like I don't see myself completely like just dropping the game, but I mean I'm pretty sure they're gonna be having more fire seasons and stuff. The only thing is you just gotta hope Game Loft don't keep bending the players over, which they probably will, but I don't know. It's just gonna be one of those games. Right now, Speedstorm is basically like a comp bot game to me, bro. I just play it for comp and the socializing.
Hey man, this game is literally a gotcha game at this point. Everything you do in this game is gonna cost money.
Yes, sir.
That's just where it is right now.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
That's the unfortunate sign, and that's going to be the reason other kart racers takes all the kart racers from this game to their game because it's not going to be pay to win. People can still play competitively and not have to worry about, damn, I have to buy this crew just to be able to beat this person and rank. Their rank is going to be just skill based.
Yep.
Yeah, I think with this game, as a company, you think, okay, do you come out with a game that's free to play or that's $50, $60? Because what's going to get more players? Because I know some people, they're like, oh, I got to pay $50. I'm not getting that game. So I feel like for some people, free to play might be better, but the way you go about free to play makes a difference. I think the way Gameloft goes about it, it doesn't. They don't go about it in a way that retains
Horrible, bro.
new players.
Horrible. Yep.
Where new people can get in.
And they don't even give a fuck, bro. They like it is what it is. I think that's the saddest part for me.
I mean, you could have hits that are free to play. You know, just look at Marvel Rivals right now. It's one of the biggest games out right now. I see so many people playing that game, and it's a free to play game. There is no pay to win. But you know what they're making money on? The cosmetics, because people want to.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Superheroes and their different outfits and shit like that. Like, you don't have to make a pay to win game to be successful.
Yeah, or they don't have to make it gotcha. Like they don't have to gotchify Marvel Rivals in order to get people to play on there or to make a profit. Like, make some good skins, man.
And
people already buying the skins.
The problem is, it's like the gotcha stuff. Like most, at least when I play Genshin, or most, well, I didn't play most gacha games, so I don't know how most gacha games, but when I played Genshin, you could play all of the story-related stuff without owning certain characters, bro. In this game, you literally cannot do, like, certain things if you don't got the characters. Like, you can't do certain limited time events, like,
or
literally, like... Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, it's not new player friendly. They be fucking over regulated for no reason. They be doing shit like they be taking characters away from custom lobbies. Like, why are you gonna take the characters away from custom lobbies? Why we gotta own the character to play custom lobbies? Like, that's fucking stupid, bro.
Shit, look at like NetEase is a prime example. They, you know, they make pay to win games, but they also make games that are not pay to win, like Marvel Rivals, but they also make Diablo Immortal, which is a pay to win game. But if you just wanting to play the PvE aspect, you can still not pay a dime and be able to do all the content in the game. At least PvE wise, you could do the raids, you could do all that stuff. It's just the PvP aspect you would need to, you know, buy some shit, you know, to be able to compete. But that's just PvP. That's it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. I mean,
well,
that's pretty much it for me.
Sonic, you got anything? I know you were a guest on the podcast, man. Anything that you've been wanting to talk about in the community that's been on your mind?
All I really want to say really is that, all I'm saying to you guys and like the whole Speedstorm community is to just enjoy the game while you have, because pretty soon after the Big Hero 6 season comes out, that's when the Gameloft might pull the plug on the game, and after seeing like so many players like leave the game at its lowest state, that's when it's time for like Speedstorm to like shut down forever, and well, all that hard work was for nothing. So again, enjoy while you still can, because there's a big possibility that Gameloft is going to move on to something else related to Disney, and they're just going to leave like the developers of Speedstorm to move on to something else, and they're going to leave the game to die, and that's something that everybody is really going to be depressed basically from this game.
Yeah, I hope though. I mean, people been
doesn't happen, man.
Yeah, I hope it don't happen either. I mean, people been saying this game was gonna die like 3 seasons ago. I remember people saying, "Man, it's gonna die in the what's it called? Little Mermaid season. Oh no, it's gonna die in the Wreck-It Ralph season. It's going we just keep getting more content. So I mean, maybe it's like a cat, 9 lives or whatever. But I don't know what life we on right now. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I
know.
will
It's,
say.
Oh, go ahead.
The Incredibles did extend it though, just because that's the season when we think about like racers and seasons, like everybody had Incredibles and Big Hero 6. So the fact that they were able to come through with those 2 seasons, I think, is awesome. So
And you
we
want to
at
know?
least we got
Uh-huh.
content for those seasons.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
But you want to know what will make like the golden passes so much better though? If they added like the blue tokens in the golden passes, like in the golden passes itself,
Oh,
just like
yeah.
every
Yeah.
single live service game ever made, because that is so BS.
Yeah,
that's
I
facts.
agree. Every single pay to win game that has a battle pass has the premium currency in the battle pass.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
look at
Yep, to get back Battle Pass back.
I mean, look at games like Multiverse, for example. They did the same shit with Speedstorm, but they still offer Gleamy their premium currency, the Battle Pass, and they still allow you to use the premium currency to purchase both Battle Passes. So why not Speedstorm do the exact same shit?
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. These other games are proving that you don't have to be as greedy as Game Off and still make money. And Game Off just never learns. It's crazy.
Yeah, Game Off is.
Mind you, this is Multiverse is a game that almost died and just literally came back. So if they can do that, then Speedstorm has no excuse.
Like, to
Well,
be honest,
Multiverses.
Or I should say
yeah,
Game Loft.
Multiverses is getting better and better. Like, they keep listening to like community feedback, like highly requested things and all that nonsense, and the game is getting better and better.
Keyword.
Unlike Speedstorm, which
Community feedback. They're listening.
They're listening to their fan base. Something Game Off is not doing whatsoever.
exactly.
Here go that God of War boss in Astro.
That is, I keep telling people, it's like, the main problem with Game Off is they don't listen to their community.
No, they don't.
Like, if they were to listen to the community, this game would be so much in a better state than what it is now.
Yep.
Sometimes I wonder if it has to do with like them being stationed in Spain or something.
No, it's definitely not that, because don't the Dreamlight Valley people actually listen to their player base?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
It's like,
But I wonder where that Game Loft team is stationed. Are all the teams stationed in Spain?
No.
No, like the Speedstorm team is based in France, basically. So.
No, they're in Barcelona.
Hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're
I
in
could have
Spain.
sworn it was France.
Yeah, they are in Spain. At least the last time I heard they were in Spain. Because it's Game Loft Barcelona.
Yeah, Game Loft Barcelona. I want to know who does Dreamlight Valley, because that could really say everything.
I forget.
This Game Loft.
Yeah.
I think they make their money. They make most of their money from Asphalt 5 and Dreamlight Valley.
All I know is they better. They
Pretty
got
much.
until next year, man. They got until the fucking announcements of Sonic and Mario Kart, bro.
Yeah, I will say Disney Speedstorm at least will survive for 2025. I can't promise 2026, but honestly, this is, in my opinion, the reason why they came out with the Incredible season now, because they knew the game was kind of on a lifeline and on the decline. So in order to bring life back to the game, they decided to come out with the Incredible. So I'm enjoying it. What do y'all think?
I will say this: Game Loft will still continue to support Speedstorm as long as it's making them money. And so far, in every single earnings call, Speedstorm is one of their highest grossing games when it comes to making money. So,
Yeah, but are the players growing though? That's the thing. Like, I feel like that should matter more.
No, if anything, I think it's stagnated.
Oh yeah, definitely stagnated. But you gotta think about it in the sense of Game Loft as a business. If the game is still making money, we're gonna still pump on content until we stop making money.
Pretty much. Which it's good and bad. It's bad for our pockets, but good for, I guess, content for the future. But I think as long as there are people who have a certain season they want to see in the future, you know, they'll probably stay around. Because I know there's still people who want to see Princess and the Frog, which that could be another. And maybe for the next roadmap, we get Princess and the Frog, Emperor's New Groove, and Treasure Planet. Who knows? Like,
I gotta get my Encanto. I need my Encanto season.
Encanto, yeah, I forgot Encanto, yeah. So
all I really
We
wanted
about
is
Treasure Planet.
yeah, you were saying?
Go ahead, Sonic. He just said, he just
No, go ahead.
Planet.
Okay. Well, all I really want to see in this game are three things: A Bug's Life, Atlantis: The Lost Empire, and Kingdom Hearts. Those are like my most requested stuff in this game.
Bug's Life would be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, because
Kingdom
A Bug's
Hearts
Life
will be crazy, bro.
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts be interested.
Kingdom Hearts
Exactly.
will literally take all my money. I mean, what?
Kingdom Hearts. What if they added fucking Final Fantasy, bro?
Yo, stop it.
That'd be insane.
Stop it.
You think they could do Final Fantasy in Speedstorm though? They didn't really do Disney in Final Fantasy.
That's Square Enix more than anything. But I mean, I don't know. Does Disney themselves hold like a certain like rights with Kingdom Hearts because it's also a Disney collaboration?
Isn't?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is Kingdom Hearts? I thought Kingdom Hearts. Isn't Kingdom Hearts more Square Enix than Disney?
Well, it's actually a 50-50. It's a 50-50 split. Disney owns 50%, while Square Enix owns the other 50%. So it's basically a 50-50 thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's possible. I don't see why Square would say no.
So I think
Speedstorm was just like complete trash.
I think the reason why Square put Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts was to help push the brand, because when you got Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts, then more people are gonna want to play the game. So that's probably why they were in Kingdom Hearts in the first place.
True, because I've noticed like in the later Kingdom Hearts, there are not that many Final Fantasy characters. From when like the first one came out, there are like, so many different Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah, because they don't need the push anymore.
True.
So,
I mean, I always think like Sora and them too are very, very Final Fantasy oriented. So like they don't really. They got their main Final Fantasy style characters in Kingdom Hearts now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I always looked at like Kingdom Hearts as like a spin-off Final Fantasy franchise.
A spin-off? I mean, I wouldn't really say it's a spin-off. It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own series.
I know it's its own thing, but it feels like I feel like it's like a spin-off of Kingdom Hearts, to be honest. I mean, Final Fantasy, to be honest.
I mean, it has Final Fantasy mechanics. I mean, I would say that, like, it's very, very, like the mechanics of the game is very Final Fantasy. Like you use your Fire Agas and your Blizzagas and Tantagas. That's Final Fantasy lingo right there.
It is. It gets bits and pieces.
So, Sonic, I got a question for you. Now that you won the Disney Princess tournament, are you the best player in the game?
Not even close. Come on, let's be honest. We all know that One Wing will always be the number one in like the worldwide leaderboard instead of Jimmy Tracks.
Hey, shout out to One Wing, man. He be putting on. Do be putting on.
The GOAT of season 10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here's the one thing.
Regulated and ranked at the same time. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a lot of freaking grind, though.
This is like
a good challenge, wasn't it?
It was.
I will say, as a community, we do got to be more positive towards each other. Because at the end of the day, like when a new kart racer comes out, like we can transition and dominate the next kart racing game as a squad. You know what I mean?
And
we should move as a community.
I don't know, bro. It's real easy to say that, but then, you be asking people to boycott. ready to fly.
Yeah, well, I think on one of our podcasts we talked
Hey,
about
man,
boycotting.
I'm not playing Speedstorm currently, so
Man, nobody was.
I will
I'm like,
say
I'm not
I
gonna
haven't
be.
played this entire season so far.
Yeah, the
You
boycott.
already
I'm
didn't
like, it ain't gonna
work for me.
be Skyliners playing, Shenanigans playing, Micromasters playing, RC is playing, everybody's streaming on Twitch. We got Nougat. Everybody, they mama playing the game, but okay, I'm Caleb Black Flash. I'm boycotting. That ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing. So
I will
said, let me
say
just
they
go ahead and play the
gotta-
game.
Yeah, they gotta.
But yeah, that was low key a shout out to all those creators. Check them out.
I can see us like the community going to like another game. Cause a lot of us actually play Marvel Rivals, so you know that's something.
Yep.
You know, I feel like a lot of us are still gonna be in contact because we all be in the same Discords and stuff.
And a lot of the community are fans of kart racers. You know, Speedstorm wasn't their first kart racer. A lot of them played CTR. A lot of them played Mario Kart or even Sonic or shit. We could go old school like Diddy Kong Racing or you know what I mean, F-Zero. Like some type of kart racer knowledge. Somebody in this community has played.
This is facts.
Diddy Racing.
Hey, it seems like
You
it's
never
time
played
to
Diddy
move
Kong,
to
right?
DreamWorks All-Star Racing.
Okay. Shout out to Cassie. Diddy Racing.
Sammy, you playing Diddy Racing when it come out?
I don't know about that.
I heard you could pick up a baby oil for some nitrous boost.
Okay, that's one of the power up items they got in that.
That's crazy.
I heard the baby oil makes you slip on the tracks.
It gives you the extra handling. I don't know. You can slide a little bit better with the oil.
Oh my gosh!
Let's not talk about the thigh bash with the baby oil. Who said that?
Oh, snap.
Oh no!
Surveillance camera.
Hey man, have y'all tried the new hot mechanic?
What you say? You said when you get side bash, the Meek Mill voice clip plays. Who said that?
No.
they say when you ride right behind somebody, you get some perks happen, man.
Yikes! Some slipstream, you get a little slipping something else in there.
Don't be drafting too long. Don't be drafting too long.
Oh my god.
Hey man, all I know is if I see somebody playing defender, I'm gonna have to think twice.
No, you should be scared of the brawlers. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Diddy definitely was acting like a brawler in that elevator video, man. Hey,
he's definitely brawler class, straight up.
Anyone on brawlers and defenders, man.
Man, you said no one Diddy.
Man,
Like Diddy, that's crazy.
Angel's trying to be the Poppy of Diddy Kong race. Diddy race.
Oh man.
All right.
Hey, question. You think they would put like Toontown elements in this game?
Toontown? You mean like the actual game Toontown?
Yeah. You think they put characters in this game from Toontown?
Is that owned by Disney?
What game?
Well, it's
I swear it's Disney.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean, I never thought of that. I mean, it's funny because I actually played Toontown.
Like they can definitely put the cogs as racers.
Will people even like realize who they are though?
That's true.
I don't even know what Toontown is.
I mean, it was a fire game, but I don't know. I don't know if it would generate the traction, but shit, I ain't upset at it. I feel like people would be like, "What's this, man? I wanted fucking Treasure Planet or some shit."
That'll be putting on for the Treasure Planet. But yeah, I
definitely will be.
I wouldn't mind using a Treasure Planet. I mean, they have so many IPs. Like if they really want
Mhm.
this game to last for a while, they could because they got a lot of IPs they have yet to touch. They don't even got all the princesses yet.
Tarzan.
Oh,
Exactly.
I hope
That
they get
too.
Tarzan, but I heard there might be some kind of licensing thing with that. I think one thing we keep skipping
No
is the
way.
fact that we got the Pirates of the Caribbean in the game. That's a real life, Disney franchise. So we're just thinking about cartoons. They could bring some more IRL
Mm-hmm.
franchises into the game.
Hell yeah, man. Corey in the house, man. I'm telling
Corey in the
What if
house.
they bring
as
Herbie?
a racer. Herbie.
Corey in the house. I'm dead. That's so Raven.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
Raven.
Herbie.
Still the future. Oh.
Oh, the future.
Was Boy
Oh,
Meets
man.
World Disney? What was
ABC.
Boy Meets
Zach and
ABC?
Cody.
Okay.
ABC.
Zach and Cody gonna be in this game.
Zach and
Nah,
Cody.
like-
Oh my gosh, right.
High School Musical.
Okay, now you're going too
Yeah.
far.
Hey, let me race this Zac Efron. Well, who said that?
Cleo Thomas, we gotta push it,
Yo,
push it
actually,
to
no,
the
no.
limit.
My main would be Vanessa Hudgens. Who said that? What?
Oh.
iCarly?
Gotta play
Hey,
Corbin Blue out here.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, man.
that would be Caleb's main right there. Well, who said that?
You gotta get some light skin representation out here. They said that's gonna be my main.
Well, who said that?
Flight 87 down. Nah.
I mean, Disney is definitely. I mean, the possibilities are endless with Disney, man. They're endless.
Yeah, you think about this? We could
Yeah.
get a Hannah Montana season. What? Oh,
Yo,
I
stop
was
it.
about to
Lizzie
say
McGuire?
Hannah Montana.
Is that Disney?
Liz,
Huh?
Lindsay
McGuire,
Lohan.
that's
The
a
Wizards of Waverly Place. Oh shit.
Yeah, Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie
Oh,
McGuire,
shit.
that's a fine ass white
Uh-oh.
woman, I'll tell you what. Have y'all seen her? What's her name in real life? Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, speaking of Lizzie McGuire, you talk about Kim Possible as well. What?
Oh, yes, that's another one. We need a Kim Possible season so we can get Shigo. I'm gonna be the number one Shigo. Yes, sir.
What? American Dragon. American Dragon.
Raw, they fucked up his art style, and the only halfway through the series, they changed the art style and had him looking different. I don't know why. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, they did. They did that.
Yeah, I remember that.
because it was. They did that because it was easy.
More
to
traditional.
animate. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's because they were having trouble animating like the original art style, so they wanted an easier time to animate like the fight sequence. So that is the main reason why they decided to change art style, like in the start of season 2, basically.
See, this is why anime is better than cartoons because they want to be lazy. Oh, it's too hard to animate this shit. Let's simplify it.
Shit,
Okay.
Meanwhile,
anime.
anime.
So I could Kamehameha somebody.
So
Yo, Goku.
Hillary Duff played Lizzie McGuire.
Yes, Hillary Duff. That's her name.
Oh, yeah, Hillary
Woo.
I ain't gonna lie, she bad now, bro.
Dr. Umar, you just gonna have to understand, man. You just gonna have to understand, man. Hillary Duff.
Brothers, we must stay focused. We must stay
man.
focused.
I like Hillary Duff, man. She aged like fine wine.
Mm-hmm. She, they always want to talk about how the Disney people fell
Well-
off. She stayed good.
Yeah, I mean, you
Bright
guys
face
forgot
over
about
here.
Haley Duff.
Haley
Fuck,
Duff. Is that her little?
I don't even remember how she looked.
All right,
They look almost the same.
I think it's time we wrap it up, fellas, because it's getting pretty late here.
Yes, sir, man. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I mean, we touched
Well-
on all the topics, man. We touched on all the
Yeah.
topics.
Yes.
Well, Sonic, it was good having you as a guest on the podcast. I know you wanted to get on. We got you on, and it was at the perfect timing on a Sonic W.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. I really want to be in the podcast again someday.
Of course,
Oh,
man.
yeah, it'll
Of
be
course,
fun.
we
We'll have to get you going-
definitely
get
want to
you on
have you
again.
on again, man. You know, we appreciate having you on, man. It's a blast talking with
Appreciate
you,
all
chilling
the-
with you, Mr. Sonic.
Appreciate all the
Yeah.
Sonic expertise, all the info you had on
Thank you.
Sonic as well.
Thank you. That's so kind from you guys.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
All you guys, the viewers watching, man, you know, definitely big shout out to Sonic, one of Speedstorm's best players. Very talented and skilled at the game. Very knowledgeable at the game. You know, he showed out in the Princess Tournament. And, you know, he gonna be around trying to wreak more havoc, man. So look out for him, man. Look out for him.
I'm gonna whoop asses, basically.
Yes, sir, man. That's what we like to hear, man.
Hold on. Sonic's not gonna whoop ass. He's gonna whip ass with that whip. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, yeah, that Woody last
Okay. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. He definitely put in work, man. So people in the Speedstorm streets better watch out, man. But yeah, Sonic, we definitely appreciate having you on, brother.
Thank you.
Well, and good luck in this the solo tournament this weekend. Hopefully you make finals. Hopefully everybody in this podcast today makes the finals. So good luck.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to join this week because I have important stuff to do in life. But I'll definitely be joining next week. So.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of the same for me. I'll be at work on Sunday, but I'll join the last one.
Well, okay. Thanks for having me, guys, and take care. And let's hope this game survives for at least another 2 years. So.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
All right, Sonic. Be easy, brother.
All right. Take care, guys. See ya.
It was great having you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
hey,
sir.
Sonic, I know you left, but if you watching this, if you rewatching it, we're gonna have to make you a #1 Woody song. We're gonna have to make you one. That sounds sus a little bit, #1 Woody, but we gonna make the song. Hey, #1 Woody is a soundtrack in Diddy Racing. That's Diddy Racing's opening song.
Oh my god.
But I think we covered everything we wanted to today. But yeah, man, it's been a fire episode, man. I think that's it. I don't know if anybody else has any last words.
Is Christmas on Wednesday?
Oh man, it was great to be back. I missed y'all, man.
Yeah, Sam. I hope you're enjoying your trip. We could do the next podcast on Wednesday, but it could be Christmas. I'm looking at the date. So Wednesday is Christmas Day.
It is
so
Christmas.
We might take a week off.
I'm fine with that.
Give us some time.
Are we going? Any last words before we head out?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. I appreciate all the watchers, man. We love you.
Yeah, the next episode 9, will probably be the first day of 2025, December 1st. So that'll probably be a good day.
Damn, so we'd probably have to tell the viewers, and Happy New Year's and happy end of the year.
We might have to do a little event for that. I'm thinking we host an event for that.
I gotta see, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing around that time.
Yeah, we ain't gonna promise nothing right now because we got figure it out. But hope everybody has
We'll definitely be talking about it, and Nana will talk about it in this stream. I'll talk about it.
I will be back on the 29th.
The 29th.
Okay, yeah, so you'll be back in time.
Yeah, that's a Sunday.
Okay. Well, yeah, man.
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I hope everybody enjoys the Maui, the new character that came out. New Year's, all of that.
I won't be able to.
Everybody on the tournament.
Damn.
So
that's a rip, Sammy. That's a rip.
Hey, don't do me like that. Hey, you want to log into my account?
Hell no.
All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed, the podcast episode. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, because we won't see you guys until after Christmas, maybe after the New Year's. We don't know, but we'll definitely let you know once we find out. But if you guys like the content, subscribe, follow the Twitch, or subscribe to the YouTube, hit that bell to get notified when we go live. And on to the next one, y'all. Y'all have a great one. Welcome to the Crashout.
Yes, sir.
Hey, there we go.
Have a good night, y'all.
I'm about to go right out on Twitch.
It's the Crashout podcast.
So hold
Buckle
your
up, let's
info
go.
for
One Wing
a few more
Angel, Nano, Sammy, Caleb in the flow. We're talking top 100 drama and the heat. From Disney Speedstorm to the latest game and beat. Crash out, spin out, bring the heat and the vibe. Controversy, competition, the reason we thrive. From the track to the trends, we're taking it all. With special guests in the mix, we're having a ball. Speedstorm's the heart, but we'll branch out wide. Video games, hot takes, and the culture collide. Got a list for your mind and debates that ignite. Tune in, strap in, it's a wild ride tonight. Rev it up, level up, it's time to engage. The Crashout crew's got the voice for the stage. From competitive tips to the latest trends, we're crashing out big, this ride never ends. Crash out, spin out, bring the heat and the vibe. Controversy, competition, the reason we thrive. From the track to the trends, we're taking it all. With special guests in the mix, we're having a ball. So hit that play button, we're revved and set. The Crashout podcast, the best one yet.